Worry in your mind, fear is how it starts. Unsure of what you'll find, it could tear you apart. You take a leap of chance, you break your mother's oath now. Macabre is the dance, and set free are the ghosts. Will a card save us here? Will it spell out our dooms? Only one thing is clear, we face fears and fortunes. Fears and fortunes, the cards don't ever lie. There's only 14 ghosts, but a million ways to die.
Hello! We are live and here with Fears and Fortunes, episode 8 of season 2. We have an amazing show planned for you all tonight. I'm realizing I don't have music playing, so I'm going to fix that. But before we begin, we have a whole bunch of different announcements. We also have some art. And we have some comments to take a look at. So before we begin, how about James or Daniel, do you want to tell them about the Crit Awards?
Daniel, please.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Ladies and gentlemen and non-binary individuals of the audience, you're not going to believe this, but we have been nominated for the Crit Awards. Specifically, I believe we have 4 nominations under our belt. Best Series, Best Original Song, Best New Twitch Channel. That's a great one. And then last but certainly not least, Best Actress for Sly. AKA Meadow. Yes, Crit Award nominated actress. So if you see on your screen right there is a QR code. You can go ahead and take a screenshot of that, take a picture of that on your screen, and that'll take you to the website where you can vote. And we would greatly appreciate it if you went ahead and did that. We appreciate all the support. We are not able to do this without you all watching and all the incredible things you all do, from fan art, donations. All those things are incredible. So thank you all for your contributions. Without you all as an audience, there is no show. So thank you.
Hell yeah. And we are also on, we just got our stuff on Spotify. James, you want to tell them about it?
Absolutely. If you guys liked that intro song at the very top of the stream there, you can listen to that as much as you want on top of the sped up version, on top of the instrumental, as well as the karaoke and sped up versions, all on Spotify for your listening pleasures. We also have that, of course, nominated for a Crit Award. So thank you, George. Who were the artists on that?
So I was the lyricist along with Bijan Musavi, who also helped with some of the music. But Emily McNally was actually the musician for it. You can find them on Fiverr. They make songs for people's D&D campaigns. They're awesome. Really loved working with them. And there's one more song, which is our Defenders of Phandelver song that we just came out with for the Phandelver show. And that was actually made by Arcane Anthems, who is also, in his own right, nominated for a Crit Award in the exact same category that we are. So this year, we're competing against him, but next year, I'm hoping this one makes it onto the charts because it is absolutely a banger and just such a good song.
Honestly,
yeah.
Complete bops.
Yeah. Okay. We also have some comments to take a look at. The very first one, I don't know where all these people came from. I think it may have been Sky letting people know about it, but we have been getting a ton of comments like this of people who have been told about the campaign and they've seen my DMing before. This one was really nice from Mira Hack. My friend told me about this campaign. I was delighted to see George. Awesome intro, by the way. as well as this one who watched the campaigns I've done on other channels. This is Home Video Rec. Came here and watched this all the way through. George is such an amazing DM, and the players are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was so awesome to see this. I saw this comment, and it went up like 2 days ago. It has 11 likes, which is more than some of the episodes get. So that's crazy. We appreciate everyone who likes our episodes, everyone who comments on them. We really appreciate you so much. And there was actually, I think, another one. Yeah, this is Freaky Deaky. Hi, I watched some of George's previous campaigns and found my way here. Good to see him back. Love the start of this campaign. Thank you. It's so crazy to get these comments. I said myself, I was like, I don't know where these are all coming from. There is a slight possibility that I've developed split personalities and I'm leaving these comments when I think I'm actually sleeping. Like some kind of Fight Club situation. Hopefully that's not the case. We also got a comment from our very own artist, Karis Alexandra, who makes all of the amazing character art for the show, who asked, can we please have more episodes of this per week and more episodes of Fandelver? Stream D&D playing all day, every day, please and thank you. That is so nice, and I wish to get there one day, but also we got to give people time to catch up. Not everyone's got time for multiple 3-hour shows a week, so we appreciate it so much, though. Karis, you're wonderful. And Karis, the next comment is really for you. This is just a very straightforward comment by JT Cooper. Zoraius is so smoking.
That's what we were saying.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, Travis. I literally talked about that to him.
I see them in chat right now.
Nice.
I see their name.
Right.
We really
Thank
appreciate
you.
that. It's awesome hearing that kind of stuff. Okay, now we have fan art. The first piece of fan art is, of course, by Diddlewin. Daedalwin. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. We just call them M at the Forgotten Adventures crew. They made this wonderful illustration of Sly.
Wait, that's so cute. Look at her cheeks.
Baby!
It's so precious.
Oh my
Look at the
god.
little tiny
look at her
tarot cards.
cheeks.
I know they're
Oh
so
my
small.
god. I love the little
Bro, I'm
diamond-
adopting me.
It's the little boba eyes for me.
Oh,
You might remember this art style because they did art like this not long ago of Una. So of course they had to do
they
this.
did. Oh my
Um,
god.
Ah!
That's us. That's us.
I want to hang that up on my refrigerator.
I love this so much.
Oh my god, I
That's
can't.
amazing.
I got chills.
And
oh my
that's
gosh,
not all.
great.
They also went ahead and made Fable.
More?
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Look at the little tail.
So yeah, we really appreciate it. This
Oh
is
my
awesome.
God.
Love these. It's funny. I'm telling the chat about this, but we got actually 5 pieces of art to show today. So that was the first 3.
5?
I have 2 more to show, and I was like,
5.
well, we already have art for Wednesday, so I got this stuff from M. I'm gonna save that for next week, so we have art every week. And I asked M, they were fine with it. That's no problem. And then I told our cast, and they threatened to riot. Not even
Why shouldn't
peaceful protest,
would
just
do that?
straight up riot.
Who would do that?
Yeah. Who's
Yeah.
the cast?
Flipping over
What's
the screen.
cast? What's the definition of cast?
Okay. Next piece of art is, of course, by our amazing Karis Alexandra. Karis Alexandra makes the character art for the show. And as a reminder, these people, including M and Karis and Android Grace, who has a piece of art I'm going to show in a moment, they all do stuff for the show, but none of these pieces of art are things we asked for. They did it because they just love it. If any of you watching love us and have artistic talents and want to have your art on here, just make the art and then share it with us. You can share it with us on social, or you can go to the Forgotten Adventures Discord and share it with us there. We'd love to have it on the show. But we also so grateful for these artists who have they're making so much for us, and then they make this stuff in their free time, including this piece by Karis.
Shut up.
Oh, Karis loves to draw a horse. She loves
Oh
to draw a
my
horse. I love
god!
her.
Look at
A
it's the smoothness of
seahorse.
the forehead.
And the
You
hair.
just know that that's a good little bob.
Look at how fast
know
he's
it.
swimming.
Oh my
zooming.
gosh!
That tail
Guys,
flipping.
that's Nimrus.
Zoomy boy.
Nimrus and Una.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
this
that's
is
so gorgeous.
cute.
Yeah.
We communicate so. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Love it. Love it. Love it. And then finally, and brace yourselves for this one, guys. This is an amazing piece by
it gonna-
Android Grace.
Headphone warning, sorry. After the fact. I've already been screaming this whole time.
Nemris' little head poking out is so freaking cute.
Oh my god, it looks like a comic book.
I've been
Oh my
harpooned.
god.
I think I've been shot.
I've
Did
been
she have a gun?
harpooned in the
I've been
soul.
shot by that gun
Oh.
the captain had.
Oh, it's
That's
so cute and
incredible.
beautiful.
Oh, good.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, look at his little face. He's so
Oh.
excited. It's so
Jasper.
It's just like, what's going on?
cool.
It's so good.
Hi.
What are we doing?
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for the amazing art. We really appreciate it.
That's the desktop wallpaper.
I have
have
another
those
piece of
now.
art that's not for this show. It is for Fandelver. I will say it is the hottest piece of art we have ever received. And I can't wait to
Oh.
show that off on Sunday. It's going to be
I
great.
wonder who that could be of.
And
Someone strong?
and yeah, I think that's everything for announcements go. Last time we played, you guys went and we saw Una's backstory. Una, amazingly, their backstory had this small child named Jasper, who they befriended, pass away. That was in the player's written backstory that we both agreed on when we started the campaign. And
This is a
apparently they
secret.
did not die. So that's something I'm going to have to revisit in the future and figure out where they are, what they're doing, what they look like.
Rolled too well.
So yeah, it went too well. But honestly, that's amazing, and that's so cool that you did that. It didn't really change your backstory. I mean, the Jasper was still hurt very badly until you were given this task by the Seer to get revenge for them, and you did that successfully. But what you did not know is that the actions you took eventually led to the creation of a new tarot card, the Drowned Rebel, who is of the captain of that ship. Last week, you guys went and looked into it more because you found these stone statues that were coming to life. And as you looked into it, you found that the statues were indeed coming to life, and they attacked a sailor named Dietrich Quinn, who, just a reminder, the
Oh,
incredible
I
art,
remember. You don't need to remind me.
the incredible art of them.
I'm familiar.
Woo!
Yeah. Again, thank you, Android Grace, for this amazing art. So yeah, they they explained to you a little bit some of the holes of the story that you were missing, and then offered to help you get out to the place where they believe that this Captain Stonefish, is likely dwelling. So that's where you guys are right now. But before we begin, we're going to cut instead. We're going to instead cut here. Underwater is where we begin. Una, last session, you, after learning some consequences to your choices and the effect that had on things, you left, leaping into the water, swimming away. What is Una doing? What are they going through right now?
This all happened because Una was left. That Una fainted and that they if I could have some more context real quick on this. This was right after Dietrich told us what specifically.
They informed you. I think your reaction was to the information that the reason Stonefish, the captain of the vessel,
Yeah.
did what they did to Jasper was because Jasper, they had believed, was essentially informing someone, informing
Right.
in some way, speaking to someone and informing the King's Navy about what the Stonefish and her crew were doing. And then one day Jasper was caught stealing a map, which was the final straw. They believe this was
Yep.
proof that they were trying to relay the ship's position to the King's Navy.
Yes. Yes. And with that information in mind, that made Una, who was alone when they found Jasper, who was only focused on friendship and care and trying to take care of uh, their new friend and be inspired and learn more about the world, like how their desire to know more and their willingness to be as good as they could be to this person affected the life of this person that they wanted to protect. And it had such an opposite reaction with the map that Una wanted to have, and that was gifted to them from Jasper. That's the last straw. And as they hold that map in their hands, as they're swimming away, they pull out that map. And this is years of wear and tear. It's just like a memory. It's just a memory that they hold in their hand. And they are struggling between letting it go and holding on to it, but now for a different reason than they used to. And it's so hard when that token like that you've cherished for 40 years for some reason specifically just has such a negative effect on everything. You have to rethink your past. And so Una has to get away from the present, but they don't know what to do in that situation. They're struggling and they have to rethink everything because as everyone knows, their curiosity gets the best of them. That's where they have the most potential and that's where they fail. And so right now they are in the middle of this in the sea. And as they take out this map, they have this internal struggle, and as they do, they hold it tight, put it to their chest, and just start to think about everything that like the past. It's been years since this had all happened. Even though we were talking about it, even though Una was talking about it to their entire party at the table, they haven't had the time to process that current feeling. They just ran out and jumped into this fight, and to see that old memory pop up in Dietrich, they don't know what to do. So they call for Nimrus.
Nimrus quickly comes
Nimrus,
to your side.
as they call Nimrus, you'll see that on Nimrus there's this little kind of satchel that's on them. Has been. It's kind of like it's very, very tied into and underneath one of their fins. And as they like lift a fin, you can see this kind of bag, and they will open it. And after this story was told to everybody, the party, in between that and going to the docks, there must have been something that happened, because inside of that pack is the red canister of paint. And they put that map into that canister, close it up, give it to Nimrus, put their heads together as Una speaks with the only friend that knows everything about them. And they'll say, I caused everything to happen. I am the reason for the pain that I suffer, that we suffer. And this isn't the first time or the second. We've lost so many, Nimrus. And now I have more party members more friends to lose. And I would assume that Nimrus is going to kind of like throw their head, kind of shaking it, disagreeing with that fact, and still just this deep worry starts to set in as they think about their party. As they think about Sly, as they think about all the moments that they've created with each of these friends that they have on land. And they're going to think that they're the problem. They, in their existence, and their curiosity is the problem. So they're going to say to Nimrus, maybe, I stop. Maybe I've learned enough.
Nimrus
Maybe this is...
presses their head against you. Just the top of their forehead, just pressing against you. You're not sure if for comfort or if they're trying to nudge you somewhere. As they push you, you sort of like sway in the water, and you catch a glimpse of the docks. And as you do with your passive perception, you notice something in the docks. Rather, you notice something that's not there. The statues, the ones you guys destroyed on the edge of the docks. There's no remains floating in the water or sitting at the bottom of the docks along the seabed. Swimming over, you would see signs of movement. It's almost impossible for anyone living on the surface to track things underwater, but it's a lot easier, and you see there's clear signs of coral and sea life that's been disturbed, leading away from the docks. These statues, after being seemingly shattered, got back up and started walking again. And as much as you think... Yeah, go ahead.
They immediately would look to Nimrus, and just their bond alone would tell what they need to do, and Nimrus is going to move on their own to push them towards the top of the water. As Una kind of like reacts and kind of, is more against that movement, they follow and they get pulled along. And as they lift up and get to the surface, you notice that Una's eyes, just go from fear swirling inside of them to just that realization that they have to say something. They have to announce what they've seen. And as they pop out of the water and jump out to the dock, Una will jump out of the water onto the dock and go and look for their friends. I'll bet half-heartedly. As they look back towards the sea, they know what they need to do.
I think you probably like leap out of the water and you make like a proclamation of what you saw, and then you look and you realize your friends aren't there, and realize they're on their way.
It's almost like they would say, not loudly, but they would say, they've moved. The pieces of rock that we shattered have moved. And as they look up, nobody's around. I will do better to have this be heard by them the next time. Nimrus, thank you for
Nimrus
everything.
moves up to your side and like pushes against you like it's ready to ride.
We can't let this happen. And maybe everyone's sacrifice for us is the answer that is in the answer that we're searching for. And maybe this is our time to give. As they jump on Nimrus and ride to where they're going.
Okay. You say this, and as you like go to get on, Nimrus is like instantly moving in a direction. You almost there was a
Cue
moment
Kara's
where,
fan art.
yeah, there was a moment I was going to have you do a strength save to hold on, but you managed to move with Nimrus, moving through the sea, making quick work in trying to catch up with your friends. Your friends, meanwhile, are... give me one moment. And just realize the map's not ready. There we go. Okay. Your friends, meanwhile, are here. The ship moves through the water. Dietrich Quinn is steering. And give me one moment. Dietrich Quinn is steering, and there we go. There's no cannons on this ship. As you guys are moving, is there anyone on deck with Dietrich?
Aaren would be.
As
Okay.
is Sly.
Got it. The two of you are on deck, and Dietrich is sort of like still like processing everything that he's learned from you guys as you follow or as you watch him steer. Yeah, I know we got off on the wrong foot. What with me being a former pirate and all, but well, I suppose a current pirate, considering I'm...
No current pirate. You said
Yeah.
it was going to be a boat. This is a whole ass ship.
Well, and it's not mine. Anyway, so look, I know we got off on the wrong foot, but
Sly is giggling at that. He stole
I
it.
just want you all to understand, as bad as the stonefish was, she wasn't always like that.
Yeah, that tends to be the trend nowadays. What's their sob story?
Well, before she was the captain of Deep Dredge, it was her husband. And he was a piece of work. Abusive to the lot of us, especially to her. And yeah, not much many of us could do about it. He was stern, but then one day Ingrid had enough, and she led a mutiny. We were tired of him. She was tired of him. So we did what she would later do to a lot of folk, is tied him to a rock, threw him over. That's how she got the name Stonefish.
All right. So, how did she go from the newly found captain to Mariah of the Sea?
I mean, we were always you know, criminals. I mean, smuggling and stealing occasionally, but it wasn't easy, you know, taking over for the last captain, and she made like a bargain. It's how we were able to avoid the Seer for so long.
Hi, yeah, sorry. Bargain with who?
I mean, this is just sort of legend, as far as I know. She would tell us this kind of thing all the time, but I didn't take her seriously about it at first. She said she made a deal with the Queen Bitch of the Sea.
Sorry. Above table. Could I make a history check?
Sure.
I don't know, but could I? Frick.
What?
Oh,
For
frick,
what?
Oh, no. I'm trying to figure out if I know who the bitch queen is.
Yeah, the Queen Bitch of the Sea.
Yes. Sorry.
Whoa, two entirely different topics.
That's queen bitch to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Would that be history or religion?
Up to you.
Okay. I'm not good at either. I just was curious. Let's see. Yeah, they're both +4. I'll go religion.
Okay.
Toosh, yikes, woof, oof. That's a 6.
You're not so familiar. You've heard of people, seaworthy folk. They usually have a lot of different myths and legends they believe in. But Dietrich continues basically like, said she was the Lady of the Depths, and she gave her something to make sure that she could never be followed, never be found. I didn't believe it, of course, at first, but then, then we went years without the Seer ever being able to catch us, ever find us.
And what happened?
Then we got hit with that horrible storm. What was your friend's name? The one dripping wet jumped into the ocean? Una. Yeah, apparently he made it sound like he did something to us. I just know we got hit with the worst storms we could possibly get hit with. There's not a lot of options to dock, you know, when you're a pirate, so we had to run aground, and the waves, the wind forced us to aground. Island called in one zone. The island is called Harpy's Rock.
Rock.
And Harpy's Rock is also the same island where the Mystics Foundation was once stationed on that island as well.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, pretty straightforward. Get yeah.
Una is partly responsible for what happened to you. But it was more so the Seer using him by proxy.
Mm.
You see, it's a similar situation, and I guess desperate people willing to do whatever it takes to get out of a certain situation. Revenge, you name it.
I think in this moment, Sly is thinking a lot about when she told her grandmother she would do anything to get her help. And then her grandmother put Lucian in a card. I've never been on a boat. Can I pretend to be seasick?
Sure. Give me a deception check.
Okay. It's sad over here. That's a 19.
Yeah, you move over to the side. I don't think Aaren suspects anything as you head over here acting like you're retching.
Yeah, I think and as I'm not like making a bunch of noises. I'm not like hamming it up. It really is just like I need a minute. So that's why it feels so and looks so real, because it
Yeah.
is kind of real. And she'll just kind of look out over the waves for a bit, reminiscing.
Yeah. It's strange to you why this woman ever would have ended up in a card. According to Dietrich, they died. So, what was the point?
As I'm trying to understand this woman's decisions, my grandmother's decisions, who I've just never quite been able to get on the same wavelength as. We do everything so differently from what I've heard. The way we operate as seers seems diametrically opposed at some times. I would like to see if I could let me see if I can word this right. Use augury from the cards to see if I can gain some insight into why my grandmother would have done this.
So with augury, you can ask yes or no questions.
Yes.
You can also attempt to sort of like glean something by giving like an insight check and seeing if you can, knowing what you know about the cards, put it together.
I would like to try to get the insight, because I don't think I have a yes or no for this. This is more of like a curiosity that's building and then slowly putting pieces together based on what I know.
I'll say you'll use the cards, your augury, to sort of confirm or deny things. So I'll say you can do your insight at advantage.
Great, cool. Ooh, gonna need it. Okay. All right, that's a 22.
22. You start flipping through the cards. Give me one moment. You start flipping through the cards, and as you do, you're looking through them, and something might become clear to you as you go through them. You remember... ignore that. You remember the Falling Titan. You remembered the Charred Prince. You remember Arthur. And you remember the Battlebound who you guys fought in the prison. And then you remember one of the strangest things you encountered was, give me one moment, was the card of the King's Mercy. That was the first time the card was flesh. And you flip through the cards and you look at the numbering on them. She was right before the King's Mercy. After her, the Bone Collector was made of flesh. The King's Mercy was made of flesh. Something about this card changed the nature of things going into the deck.
Oh, I think I'm gonna be sick. And this time she means it. But she will look at Aaren and slowly like make her way back over, because she's got to tell him more bad news.
Oh, you look like you're about to tell me more bad news.
Yeah, I am. I'm really sorry.
Oh, what's going on?
Dietrich said that she was dead, but... And I'm going to do the spread in the exact kind of way you kind of showed it to me, and like go by
But
number.
she was buried alive.
And since flesh, remember stabbing them and they were flesh, and then we stabbed that one, flesh, remember?
Yeah. And Lucian.
He's if he's still in the card, then it's something to think about.
All right. So what makes her so different? Is it
Deacon
the
said he had
cruelty, the
something
nature
on her.
of it?
No, she was given something. A token or something to make her unfindable, unbeatable, maybe even immortal, I don't know. But maybe whatever pact she made with the Queen B word of the sea.
You can say
Then
bitch. It's fine.
I can, but what if she takes offense? I don't know what happens on a boat when things get rocky.
That's fair.
What if that deal is kind of like overlaying whatever deal Una made with my grandma? And so they can't really cancel each other out, you know?
It's possible.
Should I tell you that we sold that thing?
What?
The necklace thing? She didn't have it when... I mean, one of the crew took it. I think he sold it once we got to shore.
Oh my god.
I'm surrounded
my
by
God.
people with old information at the most vital of times.
Okay.
Well, I
Tell
mean,
me.
I thought it was just
Careless.
a trinket. But, you know.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's okay. That's okay. Do you... Okay. I'm gonna go get Fable and the stranger. Have you seen Una?
I'll keep looking for him.
Okay. And she's gonna like very steadily start walking down the like ship deck to get to wherever it is, like any hatch that she can get down to the lower level. Start looking for everybody else.
Yeah.
Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, go for it.
Show me the money. You know, not the best, not the worst. 15.
You keep an eye out on the shore, and Una, would you be hiding your approach, or are you like riding on the surface?
You're muted.
I'm hiding my approach, and then I will, like, as I get close to the ship, then I will jump. It's
Okay.
more so like learning my lesson from that. I learned my lesson from 40 years ago, is that kind of
Yeah.
experience.
So, Aaren, you look out over the ocean. It's hard to spot anything, but you know Una has ways of making quick work of traveling at sea.
Yeah, that's
so
a
you
lot
rest
of
easy,
water.
knowing that there's not much between you and them, wherever they are. Elsewhere below deck, we cut to Fable and Zoraius. What are you guys up to?
Zoraius is at this point. Okay, perfect. Yeah, he's sat down at this table, both hands kind of interlocking fingers, as he's like just staring ahead almost blankly. Mind clearly racing at 1,000 miles per hour. But I assume other conversations are probably on the very near horizon.
Fable is leaning against that post right there. She's not sitting at the table. She definitely has a hand on the post. She's trying to make it look normal, but she's ready to grab it. She has never been on a boat before. She has never really felt unsteady on her feet before, but she's kind of feeling like that now. And she is glaring at Zoraius. Like unblinkingly. Just watching him. Does he just stay dissociating?
After a while of you glaring, because he will occasionally look around the room. Fable, I feel as if I've perhaps upset you a bit.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, how much time do you have?
I don't know too much on this damn boat.
Yeah, trust me, I'm not very fond of it either. And he like looks around. Are there any windows? I guess not. We're below.
I hope
deck.
not.
Yeah.
No.
Thank God. Okay.
I don't want to see the water either.
The boat just like every once in a while it like lurches and like Fable like you see like
Grabs the
Fable's
bowl.
nails like digging into the wood.
What I am about to tell you, Fable, I would request that we keep it between us for now.
Okay.
Bear with me. And he's going to take one of the chairs and put it in front of the door. And then after he puts it in front of the door, he's going to lift his hands up. Just so that no one interrupts the conversation.
She crosses her arms.
Oh, buddy. That's James. What Aaren was getting at in the library, his line of questioning, was fair. My magic is not one that I grew up with, is not one that I inherently know, but a bargain that I made with an entity whose methods and motives I do not understand, though I do not trust. And the way that that being keeps tabs on me seems very related to water. And I do not, and Fable, you have to believe me when I tell you this, I do not want you or anyone else on the ship to have to pay or be caught in the lines of my business.
And I ask again, what's wrong with you? Why are you on this boat with us then?
I'm here to help. And I'm going to have to ask you for some leniency in the information that I'm able to divulge. Hi, Daniel. Believe me when I tell you, please, that I want no harm to come to any of you. And the success of all of you is what I want, or at least it's what I believe I want. I have questions about the overall task at hand, and I have things that I'm still working out myself. But I'm counting on you to keep this for a little while longer while I do some more research, or perhaps while I find a way to block out prying eyes. Can I trust you?
When you said not another town.
I told Aaren that I came from the mountains. That wasn't the entire truth. I did travel in from there. I'm originally from the Feywild. And things there are complicated, to say the least. A lot of loss, a lot of conflict, and a lot of things that, I'll be honest with you, Fable, I'm not entirely comfortable speaking on at the moment. There are days I wake up and I believe that I should not be amongst the living. Perhaps someone else should be in my place.
Well, the Feywilds don't sound all that different from here.
I don't understand how you do it. How do you maintain such joy given what you went through with the bone carver?
I'm afraid that's just part of the show. magician shouldn't reveal her secrets, but I know the feeling that you're talking about. I know what it's like to wonder why you exist. It's all I've done every day since, I mean, gods, even before the Bone Collector. I don't know why I had to live the way I did. I don't know why I had to go through that, why anyone had to go through that. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. It's just nothing can fill the black hole, right? But there are distractions.
There are. Yeah. I'm honored to be amongst such wonderful distractions like yourself.
I don't know about that. Maybe the others. Maybe Sly. Maybe Una. Maybe Aaren. But I guess I'm kind of just along for the ride, too.
Well, let's try not to fall off.
She, like, takes a step as the ship, like, rocks again. I just... Yeah. Yeah. If something changes, if something happens, if the thing finds us or it's coming for us, or you'll tell me, right? As soon as you know.
Yes. As long as it's safe to tell you, yes.
Okay, well, you might just have to work on your phrasing a little bit, because saying things like, I can't be seen with you, are a little bit rude and might be misconstrued in a different way, like I have a bad personality, or I'm like someone you don't want to be around, and other people might hear that, so.
Fable, you are far from a person who I want to be far from. I see a lot of good in you, and I've seen what you've done for Sly and the rest. And I did not mean to intend or inflect that I would not be in the public's eye or in a general scenario with you. It's a safety concern. And I apologize if I've upset you.
Around now, you guys probably hear like as the door is trying to be opened.
What the
Sorry.
heck?
One second.
What?
She just like makes a face at Zoraius, like, I don't know, what's her excuse?
I like
Guys?
I like ruffle my hair up.
Guys?
Okay, wait, no, hold on a little more. Wait, flip that. Okay.
Sorry.
Guys,
Yes.
seriously.
Hey, hold on.
it's
I left a
important.
sword down there.
It's important.
Okay. Yes. And I remove the chair from the door and open it up.
Excuse
hello.
me. Okay,
Hi.
and I just like walk right past you. I go over to Fable and I go, I have something I need to tell you. Can we talk?
Yeah.
Okay, thank
Yeah,
God.
sorry,
And I'm
I
gonna
just-
grab your hand and start
Oh.
dragging you out. I make a psychic link with Zoraius as I leave.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that urgent?
Yes.
Okay.
We're in the middle of the ocean and there is a ghost pirate captain who is immortal and dead? Yes, it is that important, I promise. I really need to talk to you about it. Una's not here yet. We're trying to find them, and you're doing whatever you want over there, but we really need your help up top on the deck, okay? Please. And I'm gonna like keep tugging her, and in the mind link, I go, you're hiding something.
Hello,
Ominous.
Seer. The answer is yes. I appreciate the mind link.
It wasn't a question. What are you hiding?
Can we talk when we're not on the sea?
No.
You have your thinking face on.
Yeah,
Are you talking
I'm
to
thinking
Aaren?
a lot.
Did you find Una?
Nope, not yet. And I'm like still walking with Fable up.
Okay.
So I'm talking to Zoraius.
I need to go lay down for a bit. Seer, I apologize.
I have a ring of truth-telling given to me by my favorite person in the world. Excuse me, is it ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling right now? Because I feel like it is. Is it? Are you lying?
So, give me one moment.
It's an advantage to tell if someone's lying to me, so I can make
At
an
this
insight,
point,
but
I feel like that ring was a direct insult at James. Give me one moment. I'm just double checking. So you have advantage on insight checks. So give me an insight check.
Okay. I'm going to push it with a psionic die. I'm going to roll a d8 on top of this 14.
Okay.
Better push it,
James,
a lot.
you can roll deception, obviously, because we outside know that you're hiding something.
Don't do that, Meadow. Okay, Meadow.
15.
Meadow's about to use her inspiration.
24.
You like feel you think you feel your ring like twitch, and you're not sure what. I mean, like, you yourself know that they are hiding something, that they are probably lying.
Yes.
Your insight check, and more importantly, the fact that you pushed it psionically, you have this mental link form, and you actually, like, not quite detect thoughts, but, like, you do get close to that where you push, and you try, and it is, like, just layer after layer of obfuscation and denial and cluelessness that is just being fed through to you. As you are on deck, you actually do start to feel nauseous from trying to do this.
Yeah. I think I'm like straining, like, let me in, tell me the truth. And I think I feel that like clunk of a solid amount of practice of keeping the truth away from someone. And as like that distance grows, it's harder, even harder to keep that connection. So as we get up onto the deck, I am fully, truly well nauseous. And I look at Fable and like, Fable, you see all of that like pretense of chipper, sly go. And she goes, are you okay? Did he hurt you?
No. No.
You're not okay?
No, I'm fine. Quite the opposite.
Aaren
He did not hurt
approaches.
me.
Okay. Aaren, I'm really sick.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
I
don't
can
you
tell.
get
Sit
sick.
down,
If you
please.
get sick, I'm gonna get sick.
Please, no one gets sick. Because if someone else gets sick, then I'll get sick.
Stop talking about it.
Con
I
saves
go
from
right
everybody.
back over to.
No,
Dang it!
You did this to each other.
Python, a +1. Nice.
I got a 6. I got a
9.
Aaren, you say this, and you saying it, like, they both actually start feeling it.
I see Sly go, and then I'll go.
Yeah, I run back over to like the banister of like the side of the ship.
Okay.
Maybe we should talk about this below deck.
Let's
Okay,
ghosts,
okay,
dead
okay.
bodies. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah, now I'm just looking out over the side trying to stop.
You see
feeling
water
so-
splash up as Una appears.
Ugh. Oh my god, no!
God.
Just in case, like she doesn't. But she's like, I'm so worried I could have done something awful. Are you okay?
Is there netting to climb up to the
Yeah.
boat? Okay.
And
I'll
Aaren
just
will
go
let
ahead
down
and
his sword
casually
as well.
climb up.
He wants something to hold on to.
Okay.
The chain
Yeah.
comes down.
I'll take it. And actually, I won't. Una does not take the sword. It's just gonna climb up on their own. as they kind of like just
All right.
touch the sword away, push it away. And as they get up onto the deck, they're going to say, let's try this again. The stone entities that we shattered, their remains are gone. It's like they left, or they collected and gathered back together and left. I couldn't find anything on the sea floor, anywhere near the docks. And I wanted you all to be careful. So I just wanted to say that, and say that I'm sorry. I have noticed a lot more of what I have been doing in setting us up for going through sewers and fights and situations, and I don't want that. I don't want anything bad to happen to any of you here. What but one question, why are you all holding your mouths like, and you look a little,
Oh,
are you
I'm so glad you're here. How do you deal with this?
I
deal
think
with what?
Aaron's going to step forward to Una. And as someone who has been with him through almost every single shenanigan that he has pulled, will kind of just bring Una's head into his shoulder and
Oh,
say, listen,
okay.
you're exactly where you need to be. This ain't
Right
our
here
first, well, unkillable army that we've had to face. All right? And you just kind of ruffle
Yes.
your hair a little bit.
Yes.
No matter what
was
happens,
pleasant.
no matter what decisions, we're here together.
No matter how
All
many
right?
decisions I make,
No matter how many,
or if they're bad,
or if they're bad. I'll
or if
remember it.
they're
I might give
kind
you a
of
stern look.
fun, but
I
we
hope
shouldn't
they're
do
mostly
that.
fun.
So
Listen.
what did you say? I'm sorry, Meadow. What?
I just said I hope they're fun. You said fun idea. Yes, fun decisions, please.
And I will do my best to make sure that the decisions that we do are fun. And I wanted to apologize. I think I've learned enough. And like what, Fable?
Just like ever?
Yes, I think I don't need to learn more than I have learned now.
Oh, Una. Why do you say that? You love learning. It's your favorite thing to do.
I have learned that my curiosity can lead to death.
But
So
But
can ignorance.
Una, that's everything. Rage could lead to death. Ignorance could lead to death. Slipping down the stairs on a banana peel could lead to death, even though Aaren says it never statistically happens. It doesn't matter. That's okay. We love your curiosity. It's part of you. It helps us catch these ghosts. It helps me not... I think Sly gets a little closer to you, and her hand kind of almost goes up to yours, and there is like an inch between brushing knuckles, and she doesn't quite make it. She goes, you help me remember why I keep going. I've found so much because of you. If your curiosity is bad, and we stay curious together, then No, our curiosity is good. Because cahoots, we decided.
We decided that we would take care of one another. I decided that Una would be the one that takes care of you. And I don't know if I will be able to do that. I thought that I was taking care of Jasper. I thought I was taking care of, as they grip the shell on their neck, her. And now I see you, and you, and you, and you. And now I don't know if I will be able to do what I need to protect you. If I stay curious, if I stay like I am, I could cause death. And that is something that I need to figure out. But now I do not know if I should. But I want to figure it out with you all here. Because I don't know if Una has the strength to do it alone.
You're not
Well,
alone.
it's a good
So
thing you don't have to.
yes,
Una,
You're not alone.
Fable.
if there's one thing that we all have in common, and there might only be one, I think it's that we're all afraid that we won't be
Really
able to
cool.
protect each other.
Yeah,
And
really cool.
and afraid to be able to protect.
Yeah.
You all share that though. Fable,
You just said you share it.
I do, but you're afraid to lose us?
I'm afraid that I won't be able to protect you when it comes to it. And Fable kind of realizes what she just said out loud, and she just purses her lips.
Has anybody heard Fable speak like this before? Is this a joke, or am I hearing what I
hold
heard?
Hold on. And she like goes to the edge of the ship just to, like, in case she's gonna throw up.
As you do,
Listen,
there's like a large gust of wind, and you see suddenly landing on the deck is Byron. All right, so I got 3 basilisk oil.
Thank
What?
you so much. You're just in time. Did you also get something to help with the seasickness?
Seasickness. Well, I didn't know you were getting on a boat.
You must have a spell for that, right?
Actually, I have a question, George.
Yeah.
Above game, do you think that there's a way that can be balanced? Like, could I, as a cleric, balance something like that
What, the
in
boat?
someone's body with like that sickness? Like, just because it's kind of the motion of it. Does it have anything to do with like water or healing that I can kind of like cure them in a way of that, or at least all it?
I would say probably for Una, like, so there are ways like lesser restoration can cure things like this, right? Say what?
Greater restoration.
No, lesser restoration can cure things like this. However, I would say for Una, you even feel only mildly sick because this idea of just floating on a wooden boat that moves along the water, that's actually not something you've done a lot of. Sea creatures don't have the same problem when they're in the water, and like, they're not just bobbing at the waves' whims. So, but you can, like, if you want, like, if you just go into like a meditation, basically like smooth out the ocean from here to where you're going.
That's what I was
and so
thinking.
it's more like just a smooth trip.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so at that point, Fable, you're going to see Una pass by Byron, taps them on the shoulder, says, "Hey, could you move over a little bit?"
Yeah.
As they're in the
okay.
middle of all of this coming in. Thanks. 1 second, as they kind of like put both of their hands down towards the water and kind of like smooth the ride out a little bit as they shift and turn around and see if it's helping.
Hey, thank you for the donation, by the way.
Oh my
you
gosh.
guys
Zoraius.
are. Who's that for?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Zoraius.
Nice. You guys, this trip gets even faster and smoother thanks to what Una's doing as the ship levels out. So you won't have to make any con saves to not be exhausted by the time you get to the shore. As you guys approach, you see up ahead this island, and it is there's some plant life on it, but the plant life is like in like sparse spots. A lot of the island is rocky and a lot of gravel and large stones. You see on the left side of the island from the direction you're approaching, there's a large lighthouse that's like sort of like just off the island. And then on the island itself, you see the ruined structures of what was once the Mystics Foundation. But you guys pass those heading to the far end of the island. Dietrich lets you know, right, we're almost there. Do we have a plan, or like what are we doing?
So, normally when it comes to these types of situations, more than likely we're going to get into a fight. Now, the problem is if we leave you here by your lonesome, they might be sending unkillable rock monsters to fetch you while we're away.
But
technically your best bet, might be following us.
On the same hand, though, if we don't stay, they could destroy the boat, and then if we do need to make a retreat, we're fucked.
That's fair.
We could
I guess you
just
could circle
decide
around the
to-
shallows.
Dietrich,
Yeah.
I've read a lot of stories about pirates. Big fan. I have a question. You wouldn't leave us like on this island and take the boat or anything like that if you were in immediate danger, would you?
Oh, they wouldn't. They couldn't, right? You wouldn't do that.
I don't think we
Right.
have to worry. Byron speaks up. I don't think we have to worry about that. I'll stay back with him. And he looks at Dietrich, sort of not trusting him either. I'll stay back with him. We'll watch the boat. You guys take care of what you need to. If it gets too hairy, I'll send a message to you all, and well, hopefully you can get here in time to save us.
Why don't you just both come
Right.
with us? We can leave the boat.
Again, if they destroy the boat and then we need to retreat, we're on an island where we will probably be hunted down and killed.
Then how
And there's
about
more
I
of us
say,
than
You can
teleportation
fly.
I can
and
fly, can
teleport,
you?
Yeah. No, but Una's got that thing, and she like gestures to the water.
Okay, so
I've
that's
got-
what,
I-
two
oh, I have the
people? And then...
I walk up to Dietrich and I pull out a knife and I go, when I come back, will you sign this for me? I don't have any pirate autographed blades.
Yeah, how would I? There are no such things as Sharpies. I mean, I guess I could engrave it. Yeah, I guess I can do that.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, okay.
Great. Then I'll leave this with you as collateral. I refuse to live without all of my daggers. So don't worry, I will be back to get it. And she puts it very snugly in like whatever like waistband or whatever he's got just
douche. Like, bam, there you go. And walk away.
In a way that's sort of intrusive to his physical space. He recoils a bit, and he also, like, you can see in his eyes, he almost takes this as a threat when you say, "I will be back for it." It's just like that contemplation passes through his mind, like, "Oh, okay, if I fuck up, she'll be back for it, and then she'll really stick it in me." Got it. Unclear whether that's because of how intimidating you are naturally, or whether he's just been traumatized by serving sea captains for pirate vessels most of his life.
Really, Sly just wants his autograph. It's an accidental intimidation.
I believe it. I'm just letting you know what's going on in his head.
Yeah, for sure.
If I may,
Yeah.
can I just speak up to the party and say I can stay. I would like to stay. If anything happens to Dietrich, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. And I am the only one here that has the ability to help move the ship and take care of it while it's in the water. I think that you all can go forward knowing that you'll have a way to get back.
Are you sure?
Yes, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, and they like snap, and like Nimrus flies out of the water and then like goes back down.
What's Una's motivation for this?
Motivation here is just that the last time, like, they didn't get to see this ship through. There's actually 2 or 3 things. 1, this ship is a lifeline for the whole crew. 2, this person from the past, Dietrich, is someone that they didn't get the chance to save, and they went through so much that they want time alone with them to talk or like heal, and protect and work through this, because they're facing the physical representation of that. And 3, I think that they would just be the only one here that the entire team could trust to protect an entire boat in water. That's my motive.
Okay, you can certainly do that. Just above table, letting you know that that's not a concern. It's up to you guys. My plan is I balance the encounter for Byron and Dietrich to stay here, just simply so that way we don't have additional people we're rolling for, because that would be slow things down. But Una, you can still stay, and that's not going to mess up the balance of the encounter.
Okay.
Or
I would.
Una, you could come with us and we'll get it done quicker.
Oh my gosh, Gold Viper, not the DM banana peel.
Oh.
Thank you so
Viper!
much for the donation.
Viper, what the hell?
What's that
Not the
going
DM
on?
banana peel, guys. Come on.
Wild.
You're gonna donate to George and not to me? Just kidding.
Could
That's
could I cast
true.
a spell real quick?
Sure.
I'm going to point in the general direction of the party from down below, and I'm going to cast a message to Fable.
Okay.
I believe Sly is suspicious of me. I think I know a way to lower that suspicion. However, it will take your involvement as well. You can reply.
I know I can cast a spell as well, but go on.
I cast message again. She knows that I'm hiding something, and I was perhaps going to. It's not sending, Meadow. It's not sending.
Yeah, that's right.
It still
Get
makes
outta
you
here.
nervous though, so I'm gonna keep doing it.
Oh, does it make you nervous when people talk in a middle connection that you can't hear?
I'm going to disguise my secret as my affection for you.
Well, then you won't even have to act.
I gotta go. I think it's time.
I send a message back.
She's joking. Like there's a playful tone to it. She's.
Well, I suppose you make it easy. Should I come up?
Yeah. Come tell Una to come with us. They like you. Maybe they'll listen to you.
Oh, Una's back.
That's why I think that I should stay.
Una, hello. Welcome back.
Hello.
You said you're staying with the party, right?
Were you not listening to me?
I wasn't here yet.
Right.
We were below decks earlier because the water is not our favorite.
Una, if I'm anywhere near the water, I would much prefer to have you nearby me, if that is okay.
Okay. Okay. Then I will go with you. But I think that there should be a stipulation to that.
Go on.
You must learn how to swim the next time that we get near water after this. I would like to take the time to teach you that, because if you're nervous because you may drown, I might not be there to save you.
Yes. Tell you what.
And that.
I promise you that I will make an attempt to learn to swim with you at some point in the future.
Perfect. And they whip out their crab claw, and then they the little tendrils start to move, and I take one of the tendrils, and I ask for your hand.
I present.
Make a promise. And then on the pinky, they'll take the tendril and like poke your little pinky.
Thank you, Crystal.
And then the claw will close up. It's a promise. Cahoots.
And I'm taking Aaren to the side. I'm like, we have to make an actual plan.
What the hell is going on? I'm sorry. Everyone's making packs. I don't understand what's happening.
Water, right? Una is water. These two hate water. Also, we need to talk about them later, okay? Plan now.
I'm sorry. I feel like, I just feel like I'm the only one focused on
and that's how it's
infinitely reconstructing rock possible army.
I said we need a plan.
Right.
I'm here to talk to you about the plan. I'm with you, Aaren. I'm on the page. Okay.
Right. I would just like as many people as possible on this, you know?
I think it's just us for now.
Right. So here's...
What do you think we should do?
With this... Okay, the flesh ones, sometimes they could be negotiated with. Maybe we can figure out something about the deal that she made. Try to negotiate.
Yes, with the thing in the fathoms under the water.
The only thing is, whatever that token was, is lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
So our bargaining is at a disadvantage.
It always is with the ghosts. So we want to bargain. I've been working on how persuasive I can be. Really sticking my shoulders back and projecting from the diaphragm. I think I could maybe give it a go. However, if she is still commanding a crew of sorts, it seems like she has waves of these statue people. I don't even know what to call them. If she has more of them at her command, it's going to be a lot harder to talk her down.
What if... Okay, well, knowing that things aren't going to go the way we want to in this conversation, can we use the rooms?
How?
don't know. Maybe get the terrain in our advantage, or use it to help you be able to seal something from a distance. I don't know.
I can try.
Because right now, knowing that something can petrify us, being as close to them as possible is not going to be advantageous.
Yeah.
I know I'm asking you to try to pull out a miracle, but it's just something to ponder along the way.
That's
We're gonna have
okay.
to just
Mom calls me a miracle all the time. I can do it.
We'll figure it out as we scout the area.
Okay. Hey, you lollygagging, sully-wagging, swashbuckling.
No.
What?
It actually goes like this. Wait, I forget what it was like. Dietrich? How do we yell and
We're trying to pirate rally here.
Let's not yell.
pirate rally.
Let's not yell. Let's scout.
Oi, you fucks! That's usually what we would
I
say.
like that one.
Could you do it again for us? I don't
using
understand.
that.
Right.
That's what we do at the circus
oi,
too.
or anything else? Any other helpful hints?
No, I
Yes,
think it's
yeah.
just being loud and intimidating. Intimidating's really the hard part, you know.
Oh,
Yes, it is the
okay,
hard.
Right.
intimidating. Sly,
So,
you have how many daggers?
On me?
Yes. Take them all out and let's
No.
do this.
Are
Take them all
who's
out.
all coming with us?
What are we doing?
Are we? Do we have
We're
to
going
get on
to
a
scout.
smaller boat to go to the island?
Your boat is essentially like, your boat is going aground temporarily, and then when the high tide
Isn't
comes,
that
you'll be able to sail
bad?
out. No,
Oh.
it's only bad if it's like an unplanned grounding,
Yeah.
like during a storm or something like that. You guys essentially,
Oh, thank God.
um,
Then I'm jumping. I would like to jump over the side of the boat onto the sand.
okay,
Yeah,
you
same.
leap out off
I'll do
the
a
boat
flip.
onto
I'll
the
do
sand.
a flip.
Is there anything else you
Nice
guys want to
flip.
do before you head to this wreck? And I just want to confirm: is it Byron and Dietrich staying behind, or is Una staying behind as well?
Byron
I think
and
Una's
Dietrich
not.
come. Yeah.
Una's going. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. You guys head forward as you do.
I will
Wait.
summon
bef-
Leslie.
You summon
okay.
Leslie. Yep.
Yeah. And Una is going to go ahead and just like dip their hand in the water, and you see, kind of like like hide behind the little cape that Una has that Sly is hidden in before.
Yeah. I think at this moment I see that cape and I pull up the hood of mine, and it gets a little harder to see Sly because she like goes into Sly mode. She's a little more hunched. She's taking her steps more seriously. And I think any of you, because I think all of us at one point have had the psionic link with Sly. You notice that when she's not actively saying something, every now and again you'll hear like a humming of like a song that she grew up with or something, just something that she keeps herself with idly. Zoraius, you've been hearing that since you lied. And I think she pulls up the hood and looks at you, and then you hear that humming go dead silent, and she keeps eye contact for a second and then turns away and starts
Damn.
going ahead.
Damn.
Question, GM.
Mhm.
Are there flares on the ship?
Yeah, they have like some. Well, actually, you wouldn't need them. Are you trying to use them as like a weapon for yourself?
No, not as a weapon. I would just go up to Byron and say, listen, if things start getting bad, shoot something up in the air. We'll do the same on our
I
end.
have sending.
Okay, that works too. I mean, hey, if you want to save a spell slot.
I
But
think
also,
that you're worried a little
Yeah,
bit too
I
much.
I got fire cantrips. I think Dietrich over there has like lightning stuff. So if you see a
Right.
bunch of light
I'll
works,
mentally open up a link with Byron to say, if anything goes wrong, teleport out here with Sly.
his face like sterns up, and he just, "Aye,
Was it something I said?
no,
No, it's time to go. We've taken too long.
Okay, I didn't.
He walks
mean it
away.
rudely. I just.
You guys move into the island. Scouting ahead with MaeLeFay, you see up ahead is a shattered ship. Its bow in one place, its stern in another, and the ship lies broken. And it's decayed, the wood's rotting. It's been here for 40 years, just under the elements. But it's still there, still forcefully grounded into the ground, into the sand and rocks around it. There are jagged rocks around it, and then also surrounding it, you see a whole swarm of still moving statues of people standing around this ship. That is where we'll leave off as we head to break. When we come back, I have one piece of fan art to show you, and then we can jump into our combat.
What's a
so
swarm? How
don't
many
go
does
anywhere.
swarm hurt?
We'll be back in just a
Combat,
moment.
you mean negotiation?
Yeah, negotiation.
yeah,
sure,
our
sure.
You
non-combat.
don't always
We'll be
start
gone
with
for
the
just 10
negotiations.
minutes.
You
Yes.
Don't
guys,
go
we finally
anywhere.
made it to the beach
Goodbye.
part. We made it to the beach part of the beach episode.
Beach episode.
Hello.
Beach episode. Beach episode.
We return.
Beach episode.
The party has been told that the party has been asking me all season for a beach episode.
Yes, we have.
They've been told they'll get one if they survive this. But before we begin, we got amazing fan art before we went to break by the amazing Levy from Forgotten Adventures made this wonderful piece for us.
Which so
is
accurate.
Just so good and so
exactly
much
what I
stress.
Base model for this.
Just
oh my god.
I can literally hear James saying, "He's in there, and he's in there,
and he's in there, and he's in there."
Yeah.
Get in the water.
Yeah. So very good. Thank you so much for that, Levy. It was awesome. Loved seeing it. And now, without further ado, you guys find yourselves here. Rain is coming down as you guys reach this end of the coast, and you see this massive shipwreck stranded on the rocks. Again, a lot of the wood looks swollen and blistered, and standing in front of it is a massive mob of statues. How do you all approach?
I believe that these statues will attack and could regenerate.
Right.
So how should we best take this on? Because I have a spell to attack, but
Right, hold on to that.
Aye, they will attack! You hear a voice call out, and you hear the movement of feet aboard the top of the boat. And you see this. A woman with, like, a complexion made of sand and yet perfectly shaped. She stands there holding a sword and a flintlocked pistol. You look small to be a seer.
You look alive to be dead.
got him.
I take out the
Period.
card and I'm just holding it. I am actively making myself smaller behind Aaren at this time.
I felt you coming. Didn't think you'd be here so soon. Was gonna wait, kill you when I raise this army, and bring them to the shore. But I suppose we can start now. She, like, stands up, and you see her, like, standing on the railing, like it's no big deal. Rain coming
Ingrid?
down. Yeah. Go ahead.
Ingrid?
They grab their hat, and as they, like, tip it, you see sand just pours out of it. Ingrid Stoan? And who might you be? I know you're the seer, but you're not Theo.
Sly had planned to do this differently. Instead of cowering behind Aaren, she will take a step forward and put a hand on Aaron's arm as she passes, like, I'm doing the talking. I'm doing the thing we said. So he knows she's not going rogue. No pun intended. And as she steps forward, she goes, I'm a thistle spell. I'm clever. I'm small.
I'm young. I'm alive. And I'm the person who's going to put you back if you try to hurt anyone who doesn't deserve it.
Well, then we won't have any problems, because they all deserve it.
Why is that?
Can I say under my breath, or not under my breath, but not yelling, just so Sly would hear? You want to be next to her? I can get you there.
Yes. I say it so fast. You might not even be able to say, I can get you there.
Okay. I would like to do something, George.
Yeah,
I'd
what are
like
you trying to do?
A spell.
I would like to cast Dimension Door.
Okay. Initiative's going
I
to
grabbed
start
Sly's
with them
arm.
casting Dimension Door as...
Sorry.
so, Una, I know that you're saying you're prepare a spell, but it's going to have to be through initiative because everyone's reacting to this happening. So, you guys might be, expecting negotiation. Sly and them are talking. Sly asks this question, and why is that? Why do they deserve it? Or who deserves what? And Ingrid goes to start speaking. All the dumb land-loving son. And as she starts speaking, Fable grabs Sly and vanishes. Sly, are you trying to appear right on the deck next to them? Like here?
I would like to be. Can we appear behind her? Like, I would like to catch her off guard as much as we can. That is the goal.
Yeah, you can
I don't have
position yourselves directly behind
just
them.
right behind her, so that so Sly can just slap her with a card.
Okay.
Right away.
That is how we will start initiative. Give me one moment while I am not going to grab. I'm just going to grab. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab just one stone cursed person.
I was not going to slap her with a card, so just keep that in mind. You
whatever.
Said you
want to get next to her. You can do whatever you're going to do.
Talk.
But there's also that option.
Me, but I'm going to talk.
You can also push her off the railing.
Give me one moment. I'm just gonna grab one stone cursed person. Okay. That puts us into combat. Everybody go ahead and roll initiative.
Ah, shit. Here we go again. Oh, no, it's terrible.
15 for Zoraius.
Holy moly.
I got a dirty 20 for a 25.
Okay.
I got a 17.
Okay. Let's see. Do we?
Anybody want an initiative swap with my 13?
Fable, yours didn't go through. Did you roll yours?
I did. It's 11.
Okay, one moment.
Sorry, I just added the D&D Beyond extension. Maybe I need to turn it off.
Yes, I believe so. Okay, there's yours. Let's roll for these people. Okay. All right. Top of initiative is Sly. Wow. Sly, you appear here. She turns as she feels you suddenly appear behind her. She turns, swinging her blade, and you hear her gun cock as she gets ready to aim it. What are you doing?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Oh, thank you.
I bet it was amazing.
Sly, I hated it, Daniel. I think Sly had intended to be dimension doored there so she wouldn't be like shouting and they could have a proper conversation. But the second she sees a gun for maybe the first time in her life, she's going to immediately go, no! And it's more like pushing the gun away, but she had, like I said, she had already pulled the card into her hand. So she's shoving the card against her at where she's holding the gun. So against her hand to push it away.
Okay. As you push
Hitting
into
her with a
her
card.
hand, go ahead. As you push into her hand, what you see is this. You push into her hand and it crumbles like sand. and the gun starts to fall. You see more sand reach out from lower on her abdomen and grab the gun. As your hand slips into their body with the card, you are now grappled.
I'm grappled?
You're grappled.
No, that
Okay,
can't be right.
then,
That can't
You
be.
just played yourself.
Sick. Love that for me. So then I guess I have never claimed to know how grappled works. Help me, George.
Yeah.
Is that a athletics check? Can I use my disengage?
read.
Like what do you
You can use an
how do I do
action you can use an action to get out of the grapple through either acrobatics or athletics.
Okay, then I will do that. I think what I'm gonna do is attempt to like as I'm pushing through her body, I'm gonna attempt to front like roll forward, even if that takes me off the side. Like I don't want her gripping me.
Okay.
So I'm rolling forward acrobatically, like poof, like
Roll for it.
flip. Yikes. Oh, that's not good. That's a 9.
9. You push into her and like trying to use your weight. I'm gonna have them make a athletics check to hold you. That is also a 9. So you
George!
yeah.
Your Honor,
Yes.
could I psionically push it?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I'll spin
You
it.
spin, and for a moment you're like hanging from her. Now, 2 things you realize. 1, this sand she's made of is quite strong. 2, you realize that by strong I mean it's sturdy. 2, you realize the card did nothing.
Yeah.
And you psionically like push, falling off, and you land here a few feet down below her. I'm gonna say like 5 feet below her. You are no longer grappled. That was your action.
Okay.
Do you have
Yes,
a bonus
it
action you
was.
want to do?
I think I do. I think what I'm going to do in this moment is... I think what I'm... Yeah, I'm gonna... That's not gonna work. Instead of using a bonus action, I'd like to just shout behind me. The card's not working! At the top of my lungs. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. That brings us to... Let me just see. 1 moment. Is this... Nope. Okay, that brings us next into initiative. Is that how it works? There we go. That brings us to Una.
Yes. Did you hear that? The card's not working. Is that
Yeah.
there
Maybe
could-
we gotta find a way to make her solid. Maybe ice magic or something like that.
Perhaps.
Oh.
Which of you wants to join them up there?
if we is it because there's not I guess there's a recollection of the memories of every time we've captured someone in a card, and Una's always been right there, knowing like that there's always been a part of them that is like an item to use, and from that they will start to think and kind of would like to put 2 and 2 together. I'm hoping, and say, could we be lacking some part of them? Would that stall them from entering into the card? Is that
Yeah, we don't
what's
have
happening?
the token.
Perhaps
Is
if we
there
put enough
something
dirt
that
on
they
them.
don't have because Una was not there to hear about this token? Is there something that they don't have?
Go ahead and give me a history check, Una. Because you were the last person.
Is this about this person? Is
Yes.
this about her?
Yes.
Okay, so can I roll at advantage?
I'll say yeah, because you were pretty traumatized that night.
Perfect. Well, we'll see. With my little 1+1 history, we'll see.
Thank you for the raid.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I got a 12.
12.
That is at advantage.
You think, and gee, the last time you saw her, she wasn't You're not sure. She wasn't made of sand. Maybe she's missing her sword, or like maybe a different outfit.
Sword. Is there a hat on them? Is there a hat on them? By the way.
Yes, she does have a hat. She looks
dumped
exactly
it.
as
Yeah,
you
with
see
the
here.
sand. Yeah. Okay. Great. Awesome. Do you have any idea what that is? Or what that could be? Looking at both of them. Oh, you muted.
You're muted. Daniel.
It could
There
have
you
been the token that she had, but regardless, magic is our best option right now. Trying to freeze her is our best
Token
option.
that she had. Okay, well, let's make sure that they know that. As they yell, do you see a token around them? As they point up. And they're going to go ahead and just cast. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, go.
I just want to cast Shatter.
On who?
It's in a 60-foot. I'm sorry, a 10-foot radius sphere. So anybody in front of us, the stone creatures.
Okay, that's 10 feet. It could go
So-
here. Whoop. Let's see. Where can we get the most people? This will get 4 of them right here.
I call that
actually,
because that way Sly has a way to escape too.
this will get 5 right here.
I guess that makes sense, but there's still one blocking Sly, so. But I guess that makes.
Do you want
sense.
to do this
Yeah.
one or the other one? It doesn't matter.
I'll do the 5. That's fine.
Okay, go for it. They have to make con
Okay,
saves.
cool. So, yes, and they all have disadvantage.
Yes, they do. Okay. What's the save they have to make?
It is a 15.
15. Okay. That is a success from 1. I'm gonna say fail.
Can at least one of the ones nearest Sly be the one that actually fails? If any of them do.
3 of them fail. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and okay. +4. Okay. There you go. Wow. That's good damage. 28.
28.
So
Good
the people that
damage.
passed will get half of that, and then the ones
14.
that
Okay. This
fail.
one gets destroyed. This one gets destroyed. This one gets destroyed. The 2 nearest you, this one. Sorry, this one's up. This one gets destroyed. The 2 nearest you made their saves. They will both take 14 damage.
Okay.
Okay, there's that. And there's that. Okay. Anything else you want to do on your turn? Do you want to move or bonus action?
I would like to see if I could jump on the back of Aaren. Aaren, should we do
You
it?
just surprise leap on Aaron's back.
Not this time. Not this time.
Fly.
I need to be mobile.
Flight. Go.
I need to be mobile.
Purple wing. Activate.
That's their turn. So that brings us next to Zoraius.
Una, where do you want to go?
Up in the air now, Aaren. Go.
I'll
If you
fill
could
in the
send
role.
me, that'd be great.
We've got to get to the Seer as soon as possible.
Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by the toe. I'm going to Dimension Door, and I'm going to bring Aaren up to the top of the ship with me.
I'll immediately fall down and hit my knees and my wrists, and I'll just look at the sand and be like, Aaren?
Yeah.
Start digging into the sand.
And then look up. Yeah.
Aaren.
Where do you want to be here or somewhere else?
I want Aaren to be where I am, and then I can be like right down next to that stone creature.
I want him to be.
Oh,
Down here.
Yeah, perfect.
I'll say you can go here, but
Okay.
you can use your movement to get there.
No worries.
Yeah.
After I get Aaren up there, I'm actually going to run and jump off the side of the ship and bonus action Misty Step next to Una.
Okay, 5, 10. You leap 15, 20, 20. Whoop. 25. Nope. Moving the wrong person. 25. 30 gets you there. And then you Misty Step next to Una.
Yep.
Okay, very good. That brings us to
That is my turn. Yep.
the Stone Cursed. You see there's like they are like all starting to move slowly. This one down here is going to just check one thing. Got it. This one down here starts climbing up to Fable. It'll get there next turn. This one starts climbing up as well. This one's does manage to climb and get to melee range of Sly. This one, 5, 10. This one gets in melee range of Sly. 5, 10. This one is just making its way there. 5, 10. 5, 10. 5. Nope, they're going to stay there. 5, 10. 5, 10. 5, 10. 5, 10. 5, 10. 5, 10. 5, 10.
Thank you, J. Travis.
Okay, that.
Oh my gosh! Yes, J. Travis, thank you.
Or did that count? Because I feel like I'm at my ult. I don't know.
Fable might be at her ult.
I think I don't know if it went up. It's
Yeah, one moment.
690.
It should. Let me just double check.
Can't remember, but
that
it
did. You're just shy of your ult, I believe. I'll double check. So two of them. You know what's funny is I asked the party. Before today's session. I was like, "Do you want to do mob rules? If it's mob rules, every 2 stone curse they get to hit you once." The party decided by vote that they want each stone curse to roll separately. Sly, what's your AC?
Real low, George, just like that sun's getting. It's a 16.
16. Okay. I'm just gonna roll twice. They both
Alrighty.
need. Okay, that is gonna be. One of them hits you. That is gonna be. Let's see. 1 second. Damage. Give me a con save, please. Oh my god, it rolled max damage. That is going to be 19 force damage to you, I believe.
Excuse me, could I have a little bit of an uncanny dodge?
Uncanny dodge, yeah. You can uncanny. That was slashing, actually. But you can uncanny dodge that. That reduces it to 10.
Okay.
And then I
cool.
need a con save.
That's only an 11 on the con.
11. You are restrained. At the
Okay.
end of your next turn, you'll be able to make that roll again.
You got it.
And by able, I mean you better make that roll again.
I'll do my best.
This sounds like I'm threatening you. I'm not. I guess the creature is.
Well,
No, the statues that I'm grappled by kind of are.
Yes, they are. Okay, that brings us next up to Aaren, your turn.
Okay. Let's see here.
Hey, help! And just the guy's right next to him.
Okay, so is anybody attacking Fable right now?
These two guys are climbing up to try to attack them. They move very slowly. These guys have a movement speed of 10.
How many people is Sly restrained by?
Sly's more hurt.
One is grabbing her, the other one's reaching for her. But Sly's not restrained because of that. You see this one like hit Sly, and Sly just like tries to stagger and then just stops moving their feet.
Okay. For my action, I am going to pop the rune on my blade. It activates, and I'm going to cast Mirror Image. So now
Okay.
there are duplicates of Aaren running around.
Got
and
it.
Then he is going to action surge, and then he is going to cast Booming Blade and attack this one right in front of me. The one that's petrified Sly.
Not the one that's the captain.
No.
Okay. You leap down then to get into melee range. So you're like standing on this rock next to Sly. Go for it. Make your attacks.
Okay. Actually, won't do Booming Blade. We'll just do a regular attack
Okay.
for this. That is a 26 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Roll big, 11 points of damage.
Got it.
And then I will replace that extra attack instead with Blade Ward. So I'm
Got it.
concentrating on Blade Ward now.
Okay.
And then I will use my bonus action to do one more attack.
Okay.
Dice.
What we got?
Believe in you. Okay. It's lagging for a second. 25 to hit.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
And then 9 points of damage.
9. Got it. You shatter this one. It goes down.
Nice.
And then I will just do my best to move forward and try to get in front of the horde that's approaching Sly.
So do you want to be like here?
Yeah, just body blocking so that they have to get through me.
Okay,
before they can
this
even
one
attempt
right
to try to get
here
through.
gets an attack of opportunity against you. They do have advantage on those attacks of opportunity. That is going to be, it's a big old miss. So they swipe, they roll 2 4s. Okay, that is your turn. That brings us to Fable.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn.
And what the
to
fuck are
my
you
right.
supposed to be? She looks at you. You gonna do a song and dance for me?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? I'm gonna turn and
Maybe
pull out
I
my
would.
deck of cards. Oh, I'm gonna pass spray of cards
Happy Pride.
at the 15-foot cone. I think I can hit all 3 of these stone ones. Not at her, just at these. I'm trying to get rid of these ads.
Okay. 15. Yeah, I'll say yeah, you can manage that. Go for it.
It's a deck save.
Deck
from
save. They're all good at decks, right?
They are slow, right?
No.
Oh!
They're not good at decks.
Oh no. I mean, yes. Oh yes. This is what I planned.
Yes.
show you a dance.
They all fail.
I'll show you a dance, bitch. And I...
Put that on the shirt.
Yeah. Put it on a shirt.
that will be 18 force damage, and they're blinded
What the
until the end of their
fuck?
next turn.
We
I don't
got
know.
rid of them.
Sorry.
All right. Well,
She literally blinded them.
something broke the thing. One moment.
You blinded Foundry.
Sorry, I blinded them. They're
Yeah,
blind.
it's okay.
Yeah.
What the? I can't see anything.
I don't know
Dude,
if
your
they
eyes are made out of
force,
stone.
They're made of stone. But...
What?
Like, I'll show you a dance. And so that
You said they take 18 force damage?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
and they can be. They're blind until the end of their next turn.
Yes, they are badly wounded by that, but they are still very much alive. That's going to be 18. Got it. Okay. Whoop. 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 Nope. Whoop. Okay, there we go. We're back. Close that. Okay, we're good. Let's get rid of that template. Okay, that brings us
And
to...
Wait.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I? Actually, I guess can I see Sly from where I am, or no? Am I too surrounded?
You can kind of see like the top of their head.
Great, that's all I need. I will throw the deck of cards one way, and then I'll throw a healing word the other way, and because I saw her get pulled down and attacked, I don't know what's going on down there. So I'm gonna cast a little. Let's just do a little first level. This fight just started. I don't know how long this is gonna go. 8 healing first slide,
Okay.
and then now I'm ready to be hit.
Okay, great. Because the captain looks at you and you are pretty. Shame I'm gonna have to kill you. And then she will fire her pistol. That is going to be
Oh,
that's big woof. That's 11 to hit, I believe misses.
Misses. I'll dance
Okay.
out of the way.
They fire again.
Oh.
That is a
guess
10.
what? I'll
Wow,
dance
that
out of
is.
the
I
way.
think that's a. Yeah, that's 2.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They-
Am I intimidating her? Is she scared?
They miss again. You need to stand still, and then they are going to grab you. You see their sword disintegrates. They grab you, and as they do, I need you to make a con saving throw.
Oh, shit. It's not as good. 13?
13 is not enough. One moment.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Okay, that is going to be
Oh.
36 force damage to you. And you are restrained.
Oh my god! Shit!
Did I mention
Shit,
that this
okay,
was a
I'm not-
horror campaign?
I'm not talking smack anymore. I'm not talking. Okay, ow. Oh,
Uh,
oh my god, and there's 3 stone guys up here.
That
You hear Fable scream. You hear Fable scream. That hurt.
that is your turn, or that is her turn. That brings. Oh, and then she's actually. No, she's gonna stay here. She doesn't mind. Actually, no. After she did that to you, she looks at the stone curse coming towards you, and she smiles. And then, as a bonus action, she disintegrates into sand and reappears here.
What?
That is her turn. That brings us to Sly.
Thank you for the donations.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for the donation.
Am I at my ultimate yet? Am
Hey,
I
chat.
ultimate out of
Hey,
this?
hey, chat. 9 hit points. Hey, chat. If you like seeing Fable
Oh.
on Fears and Fortunes,
Thank you, Cristobal.
Hey, chat. I'm literally going to die. So if you just want to like make that not happen, or no. Okay. So I can't do anything on my turn because I am fully, like restrained by whatever's going on. So should I just go ahead and make my save?
Yes.
Okay. Here she comes.
I got more bits. Thank you.
Okay. I have, that's a 13, but I have an advantage you gave me. Can I use it? Can I use my inspo?
Yes, you can. Give me one moment, though. Let me just double check. You don't have to. That is
okay,
enough.
then I'll
You
save
are
it.
able to break out of the restraint.
Great. I think, George, you really actually scared me. You scared me. So, I relinquish my time. Goodbye. That's the end of my turn.
Oh, okay. That brings us to Una.
Yes. So Aaron's fine, right, Sozo?
Yes, I put him on the boat. Yes.
They turned into sand. Sand's up. Guess we should take care of this fast. And they're going to do, call lightning.
Okay. You call lightning. Who are you trying to attack with it? Oh, and where are you calling it?
Oh, the 60-foot radius. So
Okay.
can I see that radius, please?
Also-
And
60
also, oh, go
Thank you,
ahead.
Cristobal, for all the donations. I've been seeing them roll in.
Yes. Thank you so much.
60-foot radius?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole map. That's everywhere. That's
Okay,
everything.
bet. All right, bet. Then that seems awesome. Let's. So that creates a cloud. That's
Right.
that big.
There's a cloud
And
right
I'm
over
going
us.
to choose a point. Yes. So 5. Okay, wait. Each creature within 5 feet of that point. So I get to choose a point. So I would like to. Point towards the captain right here.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. They have to make a dex save of 50.
Okay, one moment. Deck save, got it. Deck save. That is a big old 9. That's a fail.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna take the fact that the rain all over the screen before I had this cloud means that there was some existing storm happening. Okay, great. So that will be I'm going to use my Channel Divinity with Destructive Wrath, so that will be 50 points of thunder damage.
Okay, go for it.
I don't have to. I just max it out.
Oh,
because
yeah,
I
it's just
used my
50.
Channel
Oh,
Divinity.
shit. Okay, yeah.
It's just 50.
Wait, one moment. That goes to, okay, 50. Lightning strikes down, thoom, as it does. You see it push through her. Her body, like, rocks a bit and, like, staggers, but she's still there. The sand sort of, like, glowing as the lightning fades away.
Okay, so it doesn't, like, harden the sand or into, glass or something. You know what I mean?
I'll say, yeah,
That's what I was trying to
you
do.
see, like, there's, like, a sheen on her as some of it's been hardened. Yes.
That's the best I got. It's your turn now, Zozo. I would like for you to go in as they pat your back and kind of push you in front into this stone creature.
Okay. That brings us to Zoraius.
You've got it.
I see my ultimate bar is full.
It is.
Now, I do need to ask, because I'm going to use this. Well, I forget how many dice it is, but I'm going to run towards the Drowned Rebel.
Okay. 5, 10.
Hopefully around these fucks, but I'll Misty Step as a bonus action if I really need to.
Okay, you if you don't want to be hit, you'll have to.
I'll do that.
Okay, so you Misty Step to her. Yep.
Right in front of her. Yep. And I go, if it's a performance you want, I have a song you might like, but you'll be the one singing. And I'm going to use my ultimate.
Okay. What are you using your ultimate to do?
My Whirlpool ability.
Okay, one moment. Oh, okay. I'm just double checking the range here. Okay. Yep. Okay, got it.
Now, keep in mind, if I can do this without getting Aaren, ideally, I would position it that way. I just forget James forgets the radius here.
You're good. You're good. Give me one moment. I just want to double check the command. Okay. That is gonna be. Okay. I think this will work if I do it like this. One moment. Did that work? Did your bar suddenly lower? Nope. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why those commands aren't working, but that's something I'll figure out later. Okay, so instead, what you see is suddenly... One moment. That's this one. Yep. You suddenly see Zoraius reach forward, and as they get into melee range, they say this, you're going to be the one dancing, and they pull out their pan flute, and you see this.
Oh,
baby. They start playing.
Oh my god.
And,
It hits! Whoa, it hits! It hits! It hits fall!
I'll pause it.
Whoa.
There you go.
Oh.
You see as Zoraius pulls out this pan flute, starts playing, and water and ice starts to swirl around Zoraius. Zoraius, go ahead and roll 10 d6s for me.
Alrighty. That is 38.
38. Damn. Okay. One moment. 38. That swirls around. As it does, you see her start to freeze. One moment. Okay. Yeah, you see her start to freeze. 38 damage to them. And the 3 statues nearest, you see the cold as they start to move towards you to defend her. You see the cold sort of rushes over them, and they start to crystallize, and the ice finally gets cold enough that the temperature differential just cracks the stone as water starts seeping into those cracks, and they all shatter. Awesome.
Georgia, I should have my ult now. I don't know why it's not going up.
That's okay. I will fix that.
Well, I just got $10 more from Jay Travis. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Oh,
Jay
nice.
Travis.
Okay. Yeah. So that puts
Can I
you
use
at
my ult as a reaction? I want to use it now. Thank you.
Yeah. Go for it.
Oh, I can?
Oh, as a reaction. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I'm caught up in everything that's happening. My bad. I'll get to you in a moment.
You can take it back, but yes, you can take it
I'll come back to you in a moment.
As I end my turn, I just want to say, if you harm my friends more, you're gonna wish it was the ocean's waters you were dealing with.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, that brings us to next up in initiative is the Stone Cursed. Okay, so Stone Cursed. This one next to Una is going to attack. This one closes. This one closes. So that's 3 attacks on Una. Over here, that's going to be 2 attacks on Aaren. That's 3 attacks on Aaren. This one is moving as fast as it can.
More.
These climb up and get around Fable. So that's going to be 2 attacks on Fable, as the bottom one isn't able to get in range yet. Over here, these ones, 1, 2, that's 1 on Zoraius. And 1 on Sly. 2 more, 3 more are closing in, but not able to get in range. So that is 1 for Sly, 1 for Zoraius, 3 for Una, and 2 for Fable. Okay, I've just got to start rolling. One moment. Okay. Let's see. That is 11 to hit Fable. No. Actually, that one has advantage. Both of those do. So one moment.
What? For what? I'm still grappled even though she's gone?
You're restrained.
I thought I was restrained by her sand. No?
You were restrained because she petrified you.
Oh.
So you are slowly being petrified.
Fuck.
So 1 hits you. That is going to be...
Wait, no, luck.
Luck. Okay. I will say...
you can just cancel out the advantage one and
Yes, I'm going to do that so we can keep moving along. 1 more of them gets a hit. One moment. Just to see, that is 20 to hit. That is going to be...
I mean, yeah.
That is 14 slashing damage to you.
I'm down.
Fable goes down. Okay. Fable's down. That brings us to the 3 attacking Aaren. Normal. And 1 more. Let's see. That is going to be... Does a 19 hit you?
No, I'll cast Shield to raise my armor class to
Oh,
a
you
22.
do have... Don't you have Mirror Image?
No, that's for when I take damage. I'm going to cast Shield instead before it even gets to...
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, you cast Shield. You block that. Got it. Okay, that brings for the 1 attacking Zoraius. That's a 14 to hit, I believe. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Nope. 11 to hit.
Nope.
Guessing that misses. And that brings us to the ones attacking Una. Wow, these rolls are so low.
Ow,
okay.
How come I got the ones rolling?
Oh, there we go. That's a 22 to hit.
That one will hit.
Okay, one moment. That is going to be... okay, that is 8 slashing damage to you. And Una, give me a con save.
Okay, and quickly, whenever they hit me with the attack, I'm gonna use my reaction with Wrath of the Storm.
Okay.
So they have to make a Dex saving throw of 15, or they take 2d8 lightning or thunder damage.
They take that damage. Go ahead and roll the damage, and then roll your con save. 1 is also attacking Sly. I'll roll for that while you're doing that.
Right, they'll do 10.
Sly at 22 to hit. How much damage? That was 10 damage for you, Una. Got it. Okay.
And you wanted a con save?
Yes. And Sly, give me a con save as well.
It's an 18 for me.
18.
21.
You both make your saves. Sly, you do take 12 slashing damage.
I'm gonna have it with an uncanny dodge.
Very good. Okay, that is
Heck
their
yeah.
turn. That brings us to Aaren, your turn.
Will Sly be able to move on their turn again?
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus action, I'm going to activate my gem flight, so my spectral draconic wings will fly out. And then I will... Can I use one of my attack actions to grapple Sly and take her with me?
Yeah, I'll allow it.
And then I'll take all the attacks of opportunity to
Okay.
get her out of danger, so I can get to Fable and then use my extra attack to grapple her as well. And I'll take every single of attack of opportunity possible to grab both of them.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay. What's your AC?
My AC is 17, and since it's my turn again, I can cast Shield again.
Okay. Give me one moment. You said it's 18?
Sorry, 17,
Okay.
22 with Shield.
17. I'm gonna have to roll this. I'm gonna roll this because they all have advantage on their attacks of opportunities. That is an innate feature of these creatures. So that okay, 17. They need to roll a 12 or higher, and that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attacks of opportunity for what you're doing. So I will roll 10 dice. That's one of them would hit. So I'm guessing you're casting shield.
Yes.
What's that bring your AC to? 22?
22.
Okay. So that means that the rest of the attacks, which is 8 more, I have to roll for. Of those 8 attacks, they need to get a 17 or higher to hit. So I'm going to see if any of those hit. That is 8 dice I have to roll. That is 1, 2. 2 of them will hit with 17s. The rest miss. So the 2 that hit, I believe you have something else for that because you also have mirror image going, right?
Yes, so for the 2 that hit, so for the first one, I have to roll 3d6. If any of them land on a 3 or higher, one of the duplicates disappear.
Okay.
So
Go for it.
Here come my d6s. All right, one of them lands on it, so that's 1 duplicate, and now I roll 2.
Okay.
And one of them rolls above a 3, so I take no damage.
Okay, you lose 2
And I have 1
duplicates
duplicate left.
as you amazingly grab Sly, grab Fable's unconscious body. Give me an athletics check. And where are you trying to fly to?
Just trying to take them higher up on the deck,
Okay.
behind Fable, where Fable was, and just try to move as much as I can, even if it's to the point where I can't go any further, but I can just sling their bodies up there and then still act as a
You're gonna yeet
barrier
me?
to the staircase.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 6. I will.
Yeah, go ahead.
So this is an ability check. I will spend a second wind to use tactical
mind? Yeah,
Yes, tactical mind to add a D10 to it.
go for it. You got to get above a 10.
That's a 1. That's not gonna make it. So that brings the total to a 7.
You get up here. I'm going to say that the act of doing this, you like stagger up here and like fumble to the ground. You lose your concentration on, I believe it's concentration for your mirror images. Is that right?
Oh no, sorry. I forgot. I was concentrating on Blade Ward, which would have deducted a D4 to every single.
You
attack
had,
that
but
was
you had
in them.
mirror
But that's okay.
image instead, right? Is that
Mirror
also
image
concentration?
in 2024 is not concentration.
What the fuck? Okay.
This is how I don't.
Thank
care.
you, 2024, for.
Golly, Aaren.
Aaren to be a tank.
It's the way he's not even
Okay.
concerned for us.
So I will say you lose your blade ward
Wild.
in
Okay,
doing
gotcha.
that. Okay,
Sounds
that brings us next up is Fable. Give me a death save.
I can't use my ult while I'm unconscious, can I?
You can. It'll bring you back up, but it's not gonna like you're gonna lose a lot of damage that you could do.
I thought my I don't to be so real. I don't remember. I thought my ult was a healing ult.
Oh,
Or is
well,
it an option
it'll
between
heal
two?
you, is what I'm saying. If you use it while down, it'll heal you.
I could do
heal
one
you.
death save. I can do one death save.
Sure.
Yeah, it's not like
on the
yeah.
next turn, right?
It's just a death save.
Yeah.
I say that you guys, the way my character died with George is I rolled 2 1s on death
Yeah.
save. Okay.
What we got? What we got?
It's a fail.
Okay. Now I need you to make a con save.
What do you mean, George?
You were petrified, remember? You are
Oh.
still turning slowly into stone.
8, I bet that helps.
You watch as Fable, unconscious, slumps onto the deck, and then you see them.
Byron.
Fable is completely petrified.
Completely?
Completely petrified. It takes 2 turns. You have to make the fail twice, and then you become petrified. Fable is now made of
I'm
stone.
one of them. I'm
No,
one
no,
of them.
No, you're not one of them. We have basilisk oil on the boat, babes. We're gonna get you back. It's
I'm assuming you guys took those, so you can decide who's carrying them.
Great.
I'm assuming. I'm gonna say
probably
Fable
Sly.
probably has one
Yeah,
on her.
and I think Sly would
Well.
have one, and I think
Take it
someone
from
else
my corpse, I guess.
Who else would have one? Decide now. Sly,
Have
Fable,
what?
and who else?
Probably Una.
Una. Okay.
Either
Oh,
Una's
have
the
what?
cleric. Una's the cleric, yeah.
Okay.
or then
Basilisk.
Zoraius. Aaren wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't have it. I don't think I'd be trusted
have
with
it.
it.
I don't think Sly would let Zoraius have
Yeah.
it right now.
Then Una has it.
Zoraius, you do this, and as you do your ult earlier, we now get to the Stonefish's turn. She, as she feels this is familiar. You know the queen bitch of the sea, do ya? Send her my regards. And she cocks her pistol, and she's gonna shoot you.
Don't worry,
Or
she
try
can't
to.
hit shit.
She apparently can't.
Told you.
Jesus.
Fucking told you, get good.
There we go.
Okay, she-
27.
She literally killed me.
Yes, that will absolutely hit.
That is going to be 19 piercing damage to you.
Copy that.
And then she reaches out. She shoots you once. You dodge. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, she shoots you once. You dodge. She reloads, shoots you again. And that one hits. And as you stagger back, she grabs you by the wrist to stop you from falling. And I need you to make a con
Not to
save.
interrupt. Upon taking damage, I'm going to use a reaction to Misty Step away.
Okay. She goes to grab you and you're gone. Where are you Misty stepping to?
Misty Step is 30 feet. Can I get
Yeah.
on the boat? Actually, yeah, I saw Fable go down. Go on the boat.
Okay. I'll put you here.
Thank you.
You Misty step there. She sees that and she will she
Could you also do me a favor, George?
Say what?
A part of my Misty Step action. Could you have her roll for me a what is it? A Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. 19.
Never mind.
Okay.
I was trying to use
She,
taunting step.
seeing that, she turns the sand and will appear next to Una.
Shit.
You. I've seen you before, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
She's gonna make a history
look-
check. Let's see. Intelligence isn't her strong suit.
Now that I'm up that close, can I make another like perception check on them? I mean, my my passive perception's 22, but like, is there anything that from that and them being that close that I would recognize as missing, and or especially from that last shot?
Give me
that
a
they
history
made?
check. And I'll say this is at advantage since you're up close. She points the gun at you. I do remember you. And her eyes fill with this fury, and she cocks her gun. What you get? What you get? What you get?
I mean, I think I got a 12.
12. That's enough in these circumstances. As she cocks her gun, that's not the right gun. That looks new, and it definitely isn't the one that she pointed in your face oh so long ago.
Oh, new weapon. Did you, let's see. Did you realize that the last one couldn't kill me?
Oh, the last one can kill you just fine. I'll get to it if I need it. And she gets ready to cock her gun.
Prove it.
She says
I would like
this.
to hopefully like I want to aggravate them or like persuade.
Yeah, we will get there. That brings us to Sly. You are next to a restrained, petrified Fable.
Sly, back to the score.
Okay.
Come on, girl.
She's going to like fumble around in Fable's pack and is like looking up at her face and down at her and back at her face, and she's going to attempt to administer the basilisk oil that's already on Fable, like on her person, and like tip her head back. She's very gentle, even though she's shaking and trying to go as fast as possible.
Yeah, the basilisk oil has like this like slickness to it, and in the rain, it's even more. It's like just running out of the bottle, and you like sprinkle it from head to toe, and as you do, it splashes all over Fable, and Fable, you become unpetrified. That is one basilisk oil down.
And I'm just
unconscious.
am I?
You're still unconscious.
Do my death save start over, George?
No, they do not, because you are still
were
in the same
stasis.
process of dying. Yeah. Is that your turn, Sly? I'm gonna say that's an action to do that.
Okay, so if that's my action, I remember the card. It's the one that's still in my hand.
Yeah.
The drowned rebel card. She was in a coffin and she was chained. Do I see anything that looks like it could be a coffin or a splintered, like, do I see anything that looks like it is familiar from the card besides the woman of herself, of course?
You can give me you can choose one of two options, insight or perception.
Okay, bet. I think, again, when it comes to this, like the card stuff, Sly is gonna err on the side of insight, and she is gonna push it with the psionic die, always. Okay, great. That's a dirty 20 now. As she like looks at this card, and that psionic purpley color is kind of like smoke around the card as she's trying to make it make sense to her. And
You look over everything on the battlefield, and all of these stone cursed here, and then you look, and there are 3 just standing right here, not moving the whole time.
She's buried it. I look up, I say, Aaren, there. And I'm pointing, but I'm also, I'm going to start running. If Aaren happens to pick me up, great. It's not about that. I am taking off in that direction with all of my movement.
Okay. You are able to get here without a provoking attack of opportunity. So it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, here. You get here ready to leap and keep going. Okay. That is Sly's turn. That brings us to Una.
Una, at the same time, grabs the gun that they're pointing at.
Yeah.
And kind of like, as they grab it, and bring it up to where they got shot the last time. As they're going to hopefully like, They're going to say this isn't going to work out like it did the last time. I've changed, and I know what made you do this. You are not ready for the storm that comes next. And I will go ahead and shoot my call lightning down to her.
Okay. Just make a dex
as
save.
I hold this gun.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll say with disadvantage because you're holding on to them. That is a 7. Oh my god, this freaking thing.
And lightning flashes.
Lightning flashes on the screen. And that's totally what's happening. I now think it might just be the dice roller, so we might have to come up with a new dice roller. If anyone knows a better dice roller, we've been using DD dice.
Something, but it doesn't matter. It's too late now.
But it's being real silly.
The stone golems on the ship were blinded if they can, but they're not anymore.
They actually have blind sense because they're made of stone.
I didn't think they could be. Yeah.
So I'm just going to go ahead and.
That's a big old fail from her.
As I cast that.
Yeah.
Yes. As I cast that, I would like to stay in. I'm going to stay in this, in the middle of this, and I think everybody within 5 feet takes this damage.
Okay.
So I'll just go ahead and make sure to channel my divinity with this last memory of everything that Una has seen, reminiscent on that night in that same spot, except it was Una that fired this time. Channel divinity, destructive wrath, 50 points of damage.
Okay, Jesus. 50 points of damage, and she is literally at 50 hit points. You grab her holding the gun. It's not going to work out like it did last time. And then lightning strikes Una, and I'm going to just say, it hits Una, radiates out, and hits all of the people surrounding you. You are in the rain, after all. There's just a massive burst of lightning. She disintegrates into sand. A pile right there, and they all shatter. The rest of the stone curse do not look affected.
Jasper. As they turn back, and they know that they have to take care of their team, and so they're going to see, I have an advantage on perception and passive perception. Is there a way, after dealing with all of this, that I can am I able to notice where my team is and where I can?
Yeah, you can see them from how far back you are. You can see them on the deck. You don't see Fable.
Don't see Fable.
Yeah, she's laying low to the ground, so you think something may have happened to Fable.
What happened? Can I yell out to Sly, who's right there?
Yeah.
And to see, what do we need next? I took care.
Heal her! She's screaming as she's running.
Heal her. Where is her?
Fable's down up here on the deck.
Got it. I'm on my way. And I am just going to. I would like to use the water from the water from the rain to kind of I'm trying to make steps up to this ship. As many times as I've gotten shot from the water up. That's what I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
And that'll be as I run to them.
Got it. Zoraius, that brings us to you.
He's going to rush over to Fable. And I know Una's probably on the way up to help and heal. I'm going to attempt to stabilize her.
Go for it.
Running over to her body. No, not you. Please, not you.
Get out of here.
12.
She is stabilized.
Yeah.
Do you have a bonus
Aaren,
action?
I think not a good one planned, so I will just turn around and kind of stand shoulder to shoulder with Aaren, ready to defend.
Okay. Sly, you are, by the way, $1 away from a ult. Actually, more like 60 cents.
$1.
Yeah.
60 cents.
I'm sorry. What were you doing, Zoraius? I spaced.
I'm just getting shoulder to shoulder with Aaren, preparing to defend. But before I do that, could I drag Fable's body back behind a little bit more, just to get some more distance between us and the stone?
Okay.
And then shoulder to shoulder with Aaren. There we go. Thank you.
Yeah, you push back. That brings us to the stone cursed. 5, 10 gets them there. 5, 10 gets them there. This one finally made it up and then turns to look at Sly, who's running away. These ones down here, this moves towards Una. This one also moves towards Una. This one moves towards Una. This one will start to move towards Una. That one moves there. That one moves there. This one moves in on Una. That one moves there.
I'll take them all. I'll take them all.
That one moves there. So that's going to be 4 attacks on Una. Una, what's your AC?
Going to be 18.
18. So they have to roll a 13 or higher. I'm just going to roll these in our other dice roller. Let's see. That's going to be 13 or higher. That is going to be 4 of them hit. That is going to be
3 of them.
Yeah, 1 second.
3 of them.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
They need to make a dex save.
Okay.
3 out of the 4 need to make a dex save. Dex save 15.
Got it. Dex save, normal. What for?
This is for Wrath of the Storm.
Okay.
So anybody that makes an attack against me, when they attack, then I deal damage.
Is that as a reaction, does it say?
Yeah.
So you can only do that to one of them. You only have one reaction per round of combat.
Okay, got it. Yeah. So just one.
Okay. Roll the damage on that, because they definitely failed. 13?
Yeah.
Okay, this one dies. It does make the attack against you, though, so I have to roll their damage. Let's see. Damage, first one. That's 13. I'm sorry, 8 slashing damage. Followed by 11 slashing damage. Followed by 11 slashing damage. And I need you to make 3 con saves.
I'm waiting. Okay, a 4.
That's a fail.
Great. Rolling again. And this one is still rolling. And it's a 14.
That's a success. One more.
Or a 16, I'm sorry. And then
okay.
I have rolling. I don't know. I don't see a dice yet. Okay.
What we got?
14.
Okay, that's a success. You are restrained, but thankfully they didn't insta-petrify you this turn. Because if you had failed 2 of them, you would have been intra-petrified. Okay, that is... Oh, and then there's the stone curse up here attacking Zoraius. That one is going to roll. Attack, normal. 22 to hit you, Zoraius.
Yes.
That is going to be 11 slashing, and I need you to make a con save.
Is this a spell of some kind?
This is a magical effect. It is not a spell.
Okay. It's con save, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a 7. I'm going to use that heroic inspiration you gave me now.
Okay. I gave him heroic inspiration because they helped make a bunch of clips for us.
10.
Which is not enough. You are restrained and slowly being petrified.
Gotta make more clips now.
Gotta make more clips.
More clips, buddy.
That's actually the whole plan.
Hey, chat, remember that you can clip things and make it easier for people to get inspiration and edit clips and stuff.
That brings us to Aaren.
MaeLeFay was supposed to be with me. Can he be on my shoulder?
Yes.
I
Let's
will
get
send
MaeLeFay in
him to. I will send MaeLeFay over to Sly, and through my familiar, I will use my bonus action to cast Jump. So you can spend 10 feet of movement to jump 30 feet. All
That
right,
is
that's
awesome.
out of the way.
Okay.
I will then. As the bird flies up, casts a spell on your shoulders, gives you a squawk, and you're all good to go. Aaren, can Aaren try to make an intimidation check to try to get every single one of them to target him?
If you want to like get right here, and yeah, you can do that.
Yeah,
I mean, are you
think
trying to get
he'll
all of
even,
these ones?
If that's possible.
How would you make that intimidation check to a bunch of statues?
I would even spend a dragon's breath to roar into the air, and as this force energy exudes from my snout, I will just scream, "I will kill every single last one of you, again and again, every single chance that I get."
You have the immediate attention of the ones up here. The ones down here do not seem concerned about you. The ones up here, though, have focused you as a priority, as this ray of purple light shoots from your mouth into the air like a beacon, lighting up everything. At this moment, you receive a message from Byron letting you know that they are under attack, but they are holding it.
Great timing.
That brings us to Fable. You are unconscious. Moving on.
No.
Yeah?
You said while I was doing my death save, I'm gonna assume since I'm not petrified, can I use my ult? Fuck it, I don't care. I want help. I want to get up because.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
I will sacrifice whatever. Ult. Chat, give me an ult, and I'm gonna use it. And
You
also
use
that
your
art
ult.
is gonna heal me.
This like trinket. You use your ult. I'm sorry.
Tell me.
You use
Take
your
it away,
ult,
Bill.
and you. First of all, let's see this awesome art.
Yeah.
Yes.
We haven't seen so many of your guys' alts. This is great.
Yeah. Well, now I'm dying, and I need to see my art, please. Thank you.
Oh my god.
The sparkles are gonna heal me.
Karis made all of your guys' alts specifically designed as if they were posters that people are probably hanging up in the actual world of Beru.
Shut up.
And you know what? I am going to print and hang this up in my.
I will.
Yep. Yeah. So Fable, you are unconscious, and there's magic stirring, and you hear a voice. You are perfect. You are meant for so much more than this. And you hear the voice of the person who you now know as Anetta,
No, I know.
but for
I
so
know who
long
it is.
thought of as the Birdman. And you spring up like this surge coming through you. It's almost like you feel the needle puncturing into you, filling you with adrenaline as you spring up and rush into combat. You are alert. It is your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, thank God.
I can do things. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. There's a Zoraius is right in front of me. There's a stone guy. Is there just that one? Can you zoom out a little bit? Is it just that one on the boat in front of Zoraius?
There's two of them, but they'll be targeting me.
Yeah, they're going to be targeting him. There's one targeting Zoraius, and there is a whole bunch closing in on Una, who you see Una is like unable to move their legs.
Okay.
It's
let's-
either help Sly.
Listen, I'm just gonna one thing at a time. I have just woken up. I am gonna kill the thing that's in front of me. That's in front of Zoraius. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Spray of Cards again. I'm just gonna throw the
On who?
cards.
On the ones here on deck?
The one. Yeah, I guess. Can I move to the right so I could get at least two of them?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could get three.
Go
It's
for
only
it.
15-foot radius. I believe these are both ones I hit before, right?
Yes, they
With
are.
The last spray cards. Okay, great. It is a deck save.
Um,
Statues, let's see a move.
Okay, go for it. Or they have to roll. Yeah, right. 1 second.
You go for it.
You go for it. I know they're gonna fail. Yeah, that's a 0.
That's why I did a deck save spell. because I
That's
thought I
a
was
fail.
slow.
Yeah, they both fail. You don't even have to roll damage. Both of these things shatter.
Okay,
As
well,
your cards.
for the record, it was 20 damage. It was max damage.
Wow. This one shatters because it's so impressed.
She just wakes up. She's just heard the bone carver. She's just been like dying. She's just
Cards just fly out, hitting them, and they explode into pieces. That was Fable's turn. That brings us.
Wait, how much was I healed? Was I fully healed?
You were fully healed.
Oh, thank you, Chad. Thank you for the ult.
It's a
You
full
saved my
ult, so
life.
yeah,
Thank you,
absolutely.
chat.
Okay, that's gonna be. Let me just reduce your thing. Okay, you're down to Okay. Mine should be at that. There we go. Okay. That brings us to. You see this sand over here swirling, and as it slowly starts to reconstitute itself. You see legs growing up out of the sand, and you see them standing here once again. Their gun lifts up and forms. That is their whole turn, reforming. So that brings us to Sly. Sly, you have the jump spell.
Yes,
Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen again.
Sorry. I was trying to get rid of my bar. That's how you do it.
Fable, please.
Hey, no, that's okay.
Is that
At
what that
least
does?
that
No, it
worked.
worked.
I'm real
It worked,
glad
it
that worked.
Yeah, no, I used that to make my bar go away.
You're good. You're good.
Reminder, I'm sparkling.
Lovely.
Reminder.
So, Sly is currently running, but she felt MaeLeFay's just kind of like a brush of MaeLeFay's wings against her face.
Yeah.
And that like invigorating kind of push. However, 3 out of 4 of her friends have been almost petrified, and they are closing in on her father. And I think she does take off. She does take off in a jump towards where she said she would, because she knows Aaren would be upset if she didn't.
Well, what's the range of the jump? It's 30 feet?
It's 30 feet to subtract 10 from my movement speed. So
Okay.
I'll still have another 20 when I land.
5,
but
10,
I'm jumping
15, 20,
full
25, 30. 30 gets you there, and then you still have
Good.
20 feet of movement.
There's one behind me.
It's not within melee.
Okay, I'm still gonna move a little over into the shadow, because I think this entire time, like as she jumps in the air, she goes, I am a thistle spell. I am clever. I am small. I can do this. And she's fully overwhelmed. She's alone. She's in the dark. All of her friends are being turned into statues. She looks at all of these statues starting to like slowly come alive and turn to her. And she screams at the top of her lungs, I am not my grandmother! And knives are gonna start shooting out of her mouth from the back of her throat. I'm gonna use her ultimate in this moment.
Okay. Everybody's just getting it today.
Art, yeah! Look at her go!
Oh my god!
She looks like
Oh
that's
my
Holy
god!
hell.
Oh my god!
terrifying!
This is insane!
I just got goosebumps all over my leg.
What? I did too. I'm literally full of goosebumps.
This one was honestly my favorite ult.
She went Avatar state. That's Avatar state right there.
So good. It's so good. So these knives, these daggers start coming out of her throat, but they don't like throw straight at the target like her singular ones do. They start to swirl around her, and then she's going to push them forward to encapsulate the 3 in front of her.
Okay, yeah, you like, what you say? Stay away from my father was the last thing you said.
I said, I am not my grandmother.
Oh, I am not my grandmother. And these blades swirl around. Go ahead and roll 10d6.
Ooh, jeez, Louise. Okay.
Pretty sure it's a formality, but just in case you roll 10 ones.
That's 42.
Yeah, that'll do it. Shatters, and as this cyclone is spinning, sand lifts up, revealing a coffin. That was your action. What would you like to do?
Now that's more like it. Yeah! And then she's gonna run over, and she's gonna try and open it. Or if that's a full action, she's gonna run over and like get ready to start prying it open so she can get the token out.
As you open it, you think, and like this energy from you, this psionic energy is like fading away for a moment as it retreats back to the depths of yourself that you pulled it out of. And then you hear, "No, you're not her." And you hear a click as in front of you is a full physical body of the drowned rebel, and she is going to shoot you with her magical pistol.
As she should.
Its name is Coffin Nailer.
Okay.
Would you say you're
I'll be taking that with
surprised?
me tonight. I can't be surprised because my grunkle gave me a dagger of warning.
You know what? That's fair. So you will not get like she won't have advantage on this.
I cherish everything he's ever said and given to me. There's no way.
That is a 19 to hit.
It does hit, yeah.
Okay. The shot fires off. Wow, that's really low. That's only 11 piercing damage to you. As it fires off. That is just her held action. Let me go ahead and add her into initiative. There we go. Now she's actually on the board. Let's roll her initiative.
I'm literally tearing
She
up.
goes
This art is
right
so
after
good.
you. So on her turn, as you get shot, you stagger back a bit, and she kicks open the rest of the coffin and stands up. And as she like says that, like, "You're not her," and you see waters just leaking out of her mouth profusely. And her eyes, her face looks a little bit swollen, and her eyes and ears and nose are just leaking water constantly. She goes, "Your grandma, she was a ripe, horrid, wretched woman. But she had my respect," as she will go ahead and make more attacks against you. She's going to attack with her rapier. That is going to be...
Just realized I wasn't muted while I did the biggest sigh.
That is going to be 25 to hit.
Does.
And she will attack again with it. That is 21 to hit.
That hits as well.
19 slashing damage, followed by 18 slashing damage.
I am going to half the larger.
Okay, that brings it down to just 10.
Okay, so 10 plus 18 is 28.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, I am down by 2 points, so I'm down.
Okay. You go down, and she's like, "You're gonna see what it's like." And she picks up Sly and throws her into the coffin and shuts the lid. Sly is buried in the coffin.
Also, George, can we see the map, please?
What? Can you not see the map? Oh,
The alt-
Joy!
the alt
My
part.
bad. The alt. Right. I couldn't see it on my screen. Here you go.
It's okay. She's safer in the coffin. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, there's the captain. There's the coffin. She throws Sly in, and Sly, you feel you're unconscious. You feel the lid closed, and with that, that's the end of her turn. That brings us to Una. Una, you hear the rumbling of a wave coming from the ocean. So that is Una's turn.
It's my turn now, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, got you. So initially, I had started trying to, create like little water steps to kind of run over to Fable.
Yeah.
Last time.
Currently, you're
Fable's up,
restrained.
and I'm restrained. So, It looks like we're just going to point right in front of me, and everybody in 5 feet, lightning strike.
Give me one moment. One moment. I'm not sure if you can. Restrained.
Go ahead.
Restrained. Okay, yes, restrained. Your speed becomes 0. Attack rolls. Okay, yeah, you can. I'll say you can do spells still. Go for it.
Great. Awesome. I mean, this is just, I'm not casting spells. This is just because I called lightning. I can do it every turn as an action.
And who are you casting it on?
Just 5 feet in front of me. Every time that I've done this, except for the first time, was call lightning. Just the recast.
Go for it.
So, can I get these 4 in 5 feet?
You can get 3 unless you're going to cast it on. Oh, yeah, you can actually. There's 4 of them. Yes.
On me.
Yes. Go for it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So they have to make saves, dex saves.
I'm just going to roll one of
Dex
them.
save.
They all fail.
Okay, awesome. So then they'll take 5. I already maxed out, so I'm waiting on the rolls.
Okay.
Please be
okay.
good. Please be good. Maybe 33 damage.
33. You see each one of them shatter as this lightning rips through them, leaving them all into crumbled pieces. That is Una's turn. Una, give me a con saving throw. Oh, that one was already dead.
Okay, 13.
13 is just enough. You are able to break out of the restraint. The force of the lightning. Whoops, you were supposed to stay in combat. The force of the lightning rips through and breaks the petrification effect that was on you. So you are no longer restrained. Yes. Well, I'm going to say that was the end of your turn. Damn it, I keep pressing the wrong button. That was the end of your turn. So you are no longer restrained. There you go. That brings us to. I know. I keep saying That brings us to Zoraius.
I know I'm beginning the stages of petrification, so I can't move. However, I can teleport, and I will grab Daniel by his little spectral wing, Aaren by his little spectral wing, and I will dimension door right next to the drowned rebel, and where Sly is currently in the coffin.
Give me a con save.
Yes.
That is a 15.
15. You are feeling this petrification come over you, and you're like, no. And you grab Aaren, and as you dimension door, the magic of your dimension door rips off the stone forming on you, and you appear right where you wanted to, right here.
Wonderful.
And that brings us to that's the end of your turn.
I do believe that is true. Yep.
Okay, that brings us to the Stone Curse's turn. As it is their turn, things get dire. You see, I'm just going to zoom out on the map here. About there is good. One moment. You see a massive wave coming in. And as this wave comes in, washing up against the boat, the wave hits and... Give me one moment. Let me just put that back. There we go. That's my bad. I messed something up on that. But as the wave comes in, you see all of the stone cursed below a certain point on the map start to reform. What? As the water hits them. The ones on the deck of the ship, unaffected by this. The ones up here, unaffected by this. As well as the ones up by you guys on the coffin are unaffected. That brings us
water
to the...
gets mine?
Say what?
My guys? The water gets to the guys around me that I just...
Yes, they do. Yeah, the water splashes up. Everything
wasted my
below,
turn, right?
it's a line that literally you are just under. Everything past you does not get brought up. Everything below you does get brought up as the water splashes. And you see this effect, which not great, but hey, at least the ones on the deck of the ship and the ones up here are all still dead. Like these ones over here and these ones over here. That happens. The ones who were still up, they are making their movement towards you guys. There was still, let's see, that one was 1, 2, yeah. This one is over here. This one moves up, pushing them out of the way. That's only 2 that get to make an attack on you, Una, because you are, I'm gonna move this one over here. Only 2 get to make an attack on you because there's only 2. The rest of them are still like being reformed. So that's those 2. The ones on the deck can't do anything. These are gonna move forward like this. And these 2 make their attacks. Let's see. Normal. That's a big old miss. And a 16 to hit. Does that hit you, Una?
It misses.
Misses. All right, that is their turn. That brings us to Aaren.
I'm about to send you a DM.
Uh-oh.
You can tell me no. I'm gonna send you a DM.
I sent you a DM right before he did. But how did you do with play? I just had a question.
It is.
Chat.
Yeah. I'll give you the answer to that. You can tell them.
Hey,
okay.
Chat. Hey, chat. 1 full ult bar is $60. The low price of $60. I'm saying that because it was asked. I swear.
And George's bar is more than that, but I forget.
It's okay if
Don't
not.
worry about George's bar.
What
We
is
don't
it
need
you're
to worry about
What
that
is it
one.
you're trying to do? And you can tell me.
He is desperate for any source of like power in this moment to get control of this situation.
Okay. Give me. You can do Arcana or. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Arcana. The DC is gonna be 18.
Oh, okay. You say that after I roll. I will use the tactical mind. I need a 2 or higher. Please, dice. Please.
Come on.
You got this.
Come on,
You
dice.
got this.
You got it.
I'm-
You got it. Is it?
Nope.
Are you
No.
kidding me?
No. This always happens.
You don't
All right.
have something? You don't have anything?
No.
Aaren,
No.
you are.
Unless I can use the help action from my from Melissa. No.
I'll say this: you can spend part of your ult bar to give yourself inspiration if you want to roll
Oh!
that.
Ooh, that might be worth it.
You know what? I wasn't gonna see that ult till season 5 anyway.
Aaron's normal turn is an ult. I think that's why people are donating to.
That's a
Aaren,
with my
you-
Arcana. That's a 23.
Reach out, and as you do, water from that wave rushes in through the dirt. And what you don't know is underneath the dirt and the sand, water is starting to fill up the coffin that Sly is in. And as Sly is laying there unconscious, feeling this like coldness wash around her, suddenly the cards glow green as you reach for them, and they spring to life, moving through the slits of this cheaply made coffin. This coffin was built using the assorted planks of the ship after it crashed, and these cards fly through them into your hand. You are holding the deck.
I look at the drowned rebel, and I just say, "You're gonna go back where you belong." And I think the way Aaren would hold the deck is that they would kind of float around his hand, and he will just shoot out the card of the drowned rebel.
Okay. They have to make a wisdom save. One moment. Okay.
DC 17.
DC 17.
Here we go.
That is a 13. You call the strength of the card, and they fall into your hand. And as she lifts up her gun, fuck you! As she goes to shoot you, you push the cards together, and like they're spinning around your hand. You reach out and grab the right one, and just with your size, push forward, and then just like face palming them. And she gets hit. You see this sudden as she is pulled violently into the card, screaming. Sand and dirt and water rush around you, flowing in with her as she screams, and her screams are quickly muffled by the water and the sand, and her gun and sword clink, clink, clank onto the ground, and you guys are out of combat.
I would like to stabilize Sly.
You rip open the coffin, start stabilizing Sly.
Yeah, we can heal her.
One moment. That brings us to, you guys are now out of combat. Everything fades to black. And let's get rid of this combat music. Nope, not that's all I want. Okay. And we instead find ourselves out of combat. And where are we? We find ourselves here. Hours later. Somewhere further along the beach. Sly, you have been stabilized. You have been brought back to life. No one's been petrified. Byron's not far away. The ship is in the distance where Dietrich is still on board. Una, Wrench is swimming in the waters below you. And as the storm clears, it looks like a beautiful day.
I didn't think that the first time I would take you all out to where I'm from would be anything like this, but I'm glad you're all here with me. And I'm glad you're alive. So, who's ready to watch Zozo learn how to swim?
Fable raises her hand.
That's one. Wrench raises all 8 hands.
Okay,
That's
don't
9.
go out too far though. Take it slow. Take it slow. She looks at Zoraius too, and she says this. Maybe it'll help. Maybe it'll help.
As joyous as watching me struggle in the water may be, Sly, Fable, are you two okay?
I look at Sly first.
We looking at each other then.
Oh.
Yeah, I think we kind of share a look in this moment, and I'll gently like lean over and nudge you.
Well, I guess I got turned into a statue, didn't even know it because I wasn't conscious. Got unturned into a statue. Didn't die somehow through sheer spite alone, I'm guessing.
Hard times all
okay.
around.
I think listen, spite can take you a long way. I don't think that's how. I think Sly probably survived off of the power of love and friendship, right? But Just Spike got me through. Are you okay, Sly?
Yeah, there
That
you
was
have
her.
it. And she'll leave.
No! What? Where are you going?
She's gonna go talk to Byron. Y'all need to
Okay,
stop
I
leaving
thought-
Byron by himself. She's gonna
Oh,
go talk
Byron needs to
Byron.
stop being so fucking awkward and just come over. As long as you're not leaving, I won't stop you. If you were leaving.
Yeah, no, not like leaving. Like she's
Okay.
she's like, yeah,
Okay.
I'm good. And then she goes to talk to Byron.
Can I, sorry not to do this to you, but do I feel like Sly is telling the truth when she says she's good? Can I roll the, like, I just want to make sure she's.
Yeah, you can insight.
Yeah.
I'll roll deception.
Oh! Why is it deception?
Because
I can roll deception if you'd like, George.
You do whatever you think is right.
Well, you roll whatever you need to roll. I got an 18 insight. Just ring it.
Okay, I got an 8. You know I'm lying.
Oh. Okay. Compartmentalized. I'm not gonna call you out right now. But I
love you, wine auntie.
I'm like, yeah, she's fine. I'll let you have your talk with Byron.
So, as Una gets closer to Zoraius, I was hoping that this could be something silly and fun for all of us to maybe bond over, but I was hoping I could just ease the tension of the situation. So if you don't want to swim right now, then we can swim back home. I've got a water bed. We can learn there. And maybe we work our way up from the kiddie pool to the...
I think that's the best
Yes.
strategy. We'll swim in the bed first.
I think that might be preferred.
Okay, thank you.
At least there are places to hang on.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so... that was a lot, and I
think
just hope...
Zoraius just puts his hand on Una's shoulder. You did good.
Hey, Una. Do you think we should keep an eye out for Jasper? What if he's still in Barrowtown? Wait, Barrowport. Sorry. Wrong word.
I haven't thought about them in a very long time.
I bet they've thought about you.
Clearly, you know that they're lying from the like the paint canister and everything like that. Just
Still, I'll offer the compliment, and she means it. I bet they've been thinking of you. You don't just. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
I was just gonna say you don't just forget the people who help you when you're a kid. It means everything. And she kind of tosses a glance over in Sly's direction, referring to the Seer, of course.
Yeah. I think you're right. And I know that everything went well this time. I mean, I see the proof in you, and you, and you, and you.
And you.
And you.
That's
And
a weird
and
thing to
us.
say.
And us. And Aaren,
Why are
and
you
you.
all acting weird?
Yeah, Aaren is not really a part of anyone's conversation. He's just kind of standing off by the shoreline, and it's just kind of like kneeling down by the water, and just
Okay.
hand in the sand.
All right, if it's just the three of us, I'm gonna pull. You know what? This sounds like a toast, and I'm gonna pull out my little wine skin that I'm a bard. You know, I have a wine skin in my bag. So, and to us, and she'll take a swig and she'll pass it to Una.
Okay, tell me when.
I mean, it's up to you whenever it feels right to stop. Okay, maybe.
When?
What? Here, save some for Zoraius. We all have to have a little bit.
Con saving throw.
I finished
Una.
it. My party did this to me. But we're all good
No,
because the
wait, sorry, no.
19. 19.
Yeah, Fable will help kind of like gently guide it down from your mouth and like pass it over to Zoraius.
After being almost restrained several times, your stomach is just almost stone itself right now. So alcohol just sloshes through it.
Same. Yeah, we got those strong petrified.
The petrified liver. That was my name in college.
I drink and throwing towards table.
Us.
You doing all right there, lass?
No, you?
I'm all right. We it was a little hairy, but
Yeah.
we held
it
our
gets
own.
like that sometimes. Really proud of you. I'm glad you didn't die. I was a little worried about you guys on the ship.
Yeah, no, I think if you had dallied, we might have been in danger. So,
Oh,
by the way,
I never dallied.
if your
Sometimes
combat
I
went
dilly.
10 rounds, they would actually be
They
in
would've-
danger.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't die, and I'm glad the pirate didn't leave us. Now I'm gonna have a pirate engraved dagger, so that's fun.
what's troubling you?
You know me, right?
As best as I could, I think. Given how long we've known. Yes, sure.
You know, I was really sure that I was supposed to do this my whole life, you know? That like no one else could do this but me. You know, maybe I was kind of wrong about that. Have you ever thought about that maybe we could just share power? And maybe it doesn't have to be all one person's? Maybe it's better that way? Sorry. To ask a wizard to share power, I don't know. Do you like
This is
doing
about
that?
I saw him when you were coming back and you were still unconscious. He was carrying them cards. Has something happened?
Yeah. Something really cool happened. And I know that it was cool. I just don't really know how to feel about it.
It's a shame
I
you don't
think
have an
something-
expert you can ask.
Huh. That's the kind of the thing I think I might, but not really the expert I want to ask, you know?
Why not?
Well, one of them's dead and kind of gets me trapped in his basement a lot, and the other one is my grandma, who's also dead, and last time I asked her for help, she kind of stole my favorite person from under me and made them immortal against their will. It was this whole thing, and I'm just trying to kind of figure out how to be a young woman, you know?
All I can say is sometimes knowledge is worth the cost. The worst thing is you do something without thinking and then you regret it later.
Yeah. Well, maybe I'll think on this one then. Thanks, Byron. You're smart, but not in like the way that all wizards are smart.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay. Byron, unsure if that's a compliment.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything Sly says. She sits down in the sand next to him, even if he's not sitting, and just kind of like props her arms up on her knees. She's not sad. She's just kind of contemplative. It's giving her a different worldview what happened. So she just kind of looks out over the beach and listens to her friends toasting and drinking and is just very grateful that everyone made it out again.
He sits next to you, and you guys enjoy the moment. And then maybe against his better judgment, he asks you, if you could give up the cards to one of them, would you? If you could walk away right now, let one of them take care of it, and he gestures to your friends.
She, instead of like answering off the cuff like she usually does, she genuinely considers it. And she looks at each of her friends one by one for like a solid 10 seconds. If one of them waves, she waves back. You know, she's like, and then she lands on Aaren, the person she trusts the most in the whole world, and then looks at Byron and goes, maybe I just shouldn't have touched him at all.
Can't undo that.
No, but maybe I can fix some things without breaking any more. That'd be nice, I think, to do something right on the first try, instead of getting everybody hurt in the process.
Yeah. Well, you know, you got, 8 of them down? So that's, 6 more to go?
Yeah, 6 more to go. And then, and then who knows? Maybe they won't need a Seer anymore.
I don't know about that, but I'm sure they'll always need a Sly.
Huh. Well, duh. And she'll kind of nudge him as well, the way she kind of does to Fable on a regular basis, just with her shoulder, like a quick lean over into him, and goes, you can put the orb down whenever you want. No one will judge you. We're at the beach.
To be honest, I have a history of losing it, so I try to just, be embarrassing without it, and, yeah. It's not easy being a wizard in these parts, so mainly it's to stop, wild magic from happening. Same with any gestures to all, the gem-encrusted pieces of metal on his outfit. It's like conduits, wild magic kind of gets wrapped up in them, so I don't cause a giant explosion. That happens to wizards, right?
Yeah, definitely, all the time.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait. I don't know. I've heard about wild magic and what it can do when you're least expecting it, so I don't know what you've been through trying to get it under control, but just so you know, you're amongst friends. And even if your wild magic orb surge blows up something that it shouldn't, we'll help fix it, and we won't judge you.
Well, I appreciate that. I think I got it under control. Just any spells past 5th level, no go.
Okay. I won't ask you to do any spells at all. I might ask you to get another griffin ride, though. That was really fun.
I can probably arrange that.
Thanks, Byron. Also, if you tell anybody about the conversation we had, you won't like me anymore, so let's keep this between us, okay?
Make an intimidation check.
She's not intimidating, she's honest.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, well, I already rolled, but I'm just gonna, I rolled a 5, but I'm gonna add my persuasion instead, which is +5, so instead of a 7, it's a 10.
Did you mean to come off as scary when you said that?
No. Why? Are you scared of me?
You are the Seer. You realize that, right? Like, there are people who are afraid of you. So when you
No.
say things like you won't like me later, well, let's just maybe don't say that in, like, the castle or anything like that.
Okay. Well, then you will like me later.
Yeah, I'm sure I will.
But not now?
Yeah, I like you fair enough now.
I got you, Byron.
Oh,
I got you.
yeah,
No, I'm just playing. Okay, sorry.
Anything else as you guys enjoy your wonderful day at the beach?
I think Aaren would just like to make an insight check on what that was.
Sure, go for it.
The 19.
You start thinking about it. The Seer had to capture all of these one by one. And while there are some that are a little bit stronger than others, for the most part, there's like a gradual curve of the intensity of these spirits. And you think about that, and you think about everything that Sly's gone through, and you have gone through, and your friends. And you think maybe this is intentional. Maybe to have the power of the Seer requires you to master these things. And maybe, just maybe, you and your friends going along for the ride and being exposed to all of these things, the entities in each card, maybe in its own way, it's marking each of you as potential. Or maybe Granny C just really liked you, and so the cards responded. You think about that. And then a thought comes to your mind. Or maybe you were always meant to have these. It's something you think about. And I think that is where we can end our episode, as the party enjoys a wonderful day at the beach following a very fraught battle. Although some of you,
we're covered in blood, by the way.
Yeah. Fable and Sly both covered in blood.
And I'm not going in the ocean to wash it off, because fuck that.
Yeah. You watch as Wrench catches a hermit crab and siphons it out of the shell. You guys made it through. I don't think Aaren took any damage that fight, which again, that's crazy.
No.
Of course
but
not. Why wouldn't he?
Let me tell you, my character sheet, everything that could be marked, I have been marking all across. I'm in every tab. I'm using something.
Guys, this has been a wonderful session. We're about to hit 4 hours. I think we should wrap it up, but it was absolutely incredible. Big shout out to the amazing folks at Forgotten Adventures for making all of this possible. First, look at this amazing battle map. They put this together.
Battle?
Well, this is a battle map. Technically, this is the same map as the boat. I just can watch this. Shipwreck. Now there's a shipwreck here. Okay.
Oh, wow.
And now it's just a beach.
Not in our beach episode.
Now it's like a rocky coastline. Now it's just a beach. Look, there's a rowboat for you guys. Oh no, the rowboat has been destroyed.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
And that's the power of Forgotten Adventure.
Yeah, this is all part of their wonderful Foundry module, which makes all this stuff possible. Wait, does this one work too? Nope. Okay. And thank you to them for making the amazing tokens that you see here. Thank you to Android Grace, who helps us with so many things, like this awesome buried coffin decal that she made for us. It's a tile that we added to the map so we could have that moment come to life. And yeah, guys.
Thank you for the ultimate art, and thank you for the ultimate
art,
donation,
which
chat.
came from Karis.
Thank you, donators.
We have, I think, 2 more we haven't seen.
Oh, I can't wait to see Aaron.
I will post your guys' ultimate art in our Discord that we have. We have a private Discord for these kind of things. But if you want to talk about the show or let us know what you think, or if you want to see the ultimate art, you can ask us in the Forgotten Adventures Discord. Last reminder for you guys as well, we have been nominated for Crit Awards. So if you liked what you've watched tonight, please consider scanning this QR code and heading over to the Crit Awards and voting for us. We have been nominated Best Upcoming Twitch Channel, Best Series for Fears and Fortunes, Best Lyrical Song of the Year for our intro song, and Best Player, HowdyLoveDarlin, who your ult took out all of those statues and dug up this enemy. Although you did nearly get buried alive. It was a really awesome moment just before that.
Loved it. It's Sly coded.
Yeah, you guys are just seemingly unstoppable. And now here's the thing though. My ult bar is almost full. So when my ult bar fills, I get to make things real awful for you. And I'm excited for that because it's almost time. We have 2 more episodes left.
Well, Viper, I swear to God.
We have 2 more episodes left, real excited for what we have coming up. We have 2 really incredible sessions, and please don't forget to tune in to Defenders of Phandelver. That is on Sunday. Defenders of Phandelver is absolutely awesome. The cast there, they had to fight a green dragon, a young green dragon. They're in the middle of that fight. One of them has their ultimate ready, but it is a very dangerous fight. So tune in for that. That is on Sunday. See if the party survives, and we will see you next week. Thank you all for your support. And again, thank you to Forgotten Adventures for making it all possible. Have a wonderful night, everybody. Bye.
Only 2 more episodes?
2 more!
Fear is how it starts, unsure what you'll find. It could tear you apart. You take a leap of chance. You break your mother's oath now. Macabre is the dance. And set free are the ghosts. Will a card save us here? Will it spell out our dooms? Only one thing is clear. We face fears and fortunes. Fears and fortunes, the cards don't ever lie. There's only 14 ghosts, but a million ways to die.